Welcome to Believers Talk and welcome to Week 5 of the National Football League. My name is Joe and I'll be your host for this live stream of the game between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. We're about half hour away from kickoff. Game starts at 1. It's currently 12:32 on the East Coast here. So again, my name is Joe. Welcome to Believers Talk. If you are new, share this video, like it, leave a comment. We'll talk throughout the whole game, guys. We're going to have a good time here. Buffalo back at home to play the Tennessee Titans. So we look forward to being at home again. Again, last year at home we went 6-2, so we're hoping for a little bit better than the way we started the season. Again, Buffalo Bills starting 1-3, but also plenty of people have been saying that the first 4 games for the Bills were going to be the toughest stretch. So we'll see what happens here as we now move on from that. Obviously, the Titans are 3-1. Looks like the competition doesn't get easy as far as record-wise. Some of these records coming up are better than what people might have anticipated. But we'll see how we do. Basically, in this pregame here, between 12:31, and again, guys, you're gonna have to excuse me if you've been part of any of these live streams recently. You know, I've been dealing with a sickness of some sort, so I'll probably be going on and off all day with this voice thing. So hope you can bear with me there. But we wanted to get on here and still give you the live play-by-play reaction. Again, can't show the game due to copyright laws and things like that. YouTube would shut down my channel. However, we wanted to get you the game and do the best we could. If you can't see the game, then we want to give you an outlet to see the game. If you can watch the game and you don't like the announcers that CBS has for us, this is a good outlet as well. Turn down the volume and we can just talk back and forth on here. So welcome to Believers Talk again. We are live for the reaction show, play-by-play. We'll go over the injury report here in a second. We'll go over some fantasy implications as far as players in this game. And we'll also go through some of the stats from these players. And then we'll do some predictions. I'll give you my predictions as well for these games today. Some good games today. We have that Jacksonville Kansas City game. Seems to be like that's going to be a good game. New England already won on Thursday night. If you weren't here for my live stream for the halftime show of that. That already happened, obviously, but we'll go through some of that stats as well, and then I'll keep you posted on scores throughout the game around the league, and I'll tell you who scored, so that way if you have any fantasy teams, any fantasy implications, you can definitely go on here or come on here, and I'll tell you who is scoring the touchdowns for you. So welcome again to Believers Talk. We're just getting ready to start here, 12:34. I'm just putting the link here on our Twitter page. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook. We do try and keep our social media pages updated. Yesterday I was tweeting during the Buffalo Sabres game. Nice to see the Sabres get the win. Predicted the Sabres and Bills would get a win this weekend. Halfway there. So hopefully the second half comes through this afternoon. So, and I will give my prediction and the score. So I'll go against the spread as well. So if you are a betting person, you can listen to me if you want. Right now I'm 4-4 at Bills games as far as I picked both the spread and the over/under. I'm 4-4 this year, so I don't know if we want to go with that, but we'll try to do a little bit better. And then, like I said, we'll go over the injury report here in a second. Like I said, I'm just getting this on our Twitter page so people can click on the link there. All right. So we're there. So now let's go over some of the inactives for today's game. Again, on Thursday, we do a pregame. And I did say some of these guys were listed as questionable or doubtful at that time. Now it's just listed as inactives for today's games. We'll go to the Titans first. All the Titans inactive. Some of these guys weren't listed on this report. They're inactive for other reasons. The Titans QB Austin Davis is inactive. Running back Dylan Dawkins. Defensive end Matt Dickerson. Offensive tackle Dennis Kelly. And offensive tackle Aaron Stiney. Safety Kenny Vaccaro, and linebacker Wesley Woodyard. Those two last names, they were on the injury report, come this past Thursday, and those two guys are now listed as inactive. Go to the Bills side of the ball, a couple of these guys, again, listed as inactive for other reasons other than injuries. There are some key injuries on here, however, that we want to make sure to take notice to. Offensive guard Ike Bachler, again, he's been on and off the team between practice squad and the 53-man roster. He's currently on the inactive. Both safeties Raphael Bush and Michael Hyde are inactive today. Huge injuries for the Buffalo Bills, that safety position. We're losing some depth there. We did get some great play out of Johnson in the last game, and we hope that continues in this game as well. But we'll see what happens. Will McCoy get 10 rushes today? I hope so. I actually hope they give the ball to McCoy at least 20 times in this game. I think that's something we really need to utilize because we really haven't done a good job doing that at all. Do the Bills pull the upset against the Titans? I will give my score prediction in a little bit here and what I think is going to happen in this game. Thanks for joining me, Buffalo Sack Attack. Good to have you here, John Patrick. Good to have you here as well for this game. We are about 20 minutes away, 23 minutes away, and I am doing this stream through OBS. So you will notice a little bit of a delay, so I apologize for that. Just ask that you don't put comments about what's going on in the comments section. So for those who are not watching the game, they can get that reaction as soon, when I give it. But that's all I ask there. Some more injuries for the Buffalo Bills. We got Dante Johnson, cornerback. He's out for the game. Offensive tackle Connor McDermott is listed as inactive. Marcus Murphy, again, listed as inactive, and that's another reason why I want McCoy to carry about 20 times today. Obviously, we're not going to have Murphy to kind of balance that out a little bit, so hope to see him carry the ball a little bit more. McCoy and Marcus Murphy is listed as inactive. Offensive guard Wyatt Teller is also listed as inactive today. So a couple big inactives for the Bills, especially those two safeties, Raphael Bush and Micah Hyde. We do hope Tavon Johnson is able to play as big of a role and do as well as he did last week. I felt like he did a good job. And the Tennessee Titans passing game is not nearly as big of a threat as we would say Aaron Rodgers would be. So that's my hope for this game. One of my many hopes. So I'll go through the 1 o'clock games, give you my predictions, and then we'll get to the Bills' predictions. So I'll save that one for last, obviously. But as we look through today's slate of games, like I said, a couple big games. I especially mean that Kansas City-Jacksonville game. That's going to be a really interesting game. I'm really interested to see who's going to win that one. But let's go down the list here. We got the Giants at Carolina. I'm going to pick Carolina to win that game. Miami at Cincinnati. That's a big game, too. 2 3-1 teams. I'm going to pick Cincinnati at home to pull that one out. Baltimore at Cleveland. I'm going to pick Baltimore to win that one. Green Bay at Detroit. I have Green Bay actually win that one, even though Detroit's favored by a point. I don't understand that. But, yeah, I think Green Bay is going to win. Jacksonville at Kansas City. Kansas City is favored by 3. But if you know anything about Vegas, they normally give 3 points to the home team. So this is pretty much an even matchup. And I actually see Kansas City losing this one and Jacksonville pulling out the win here. Going to be interesting to see how Patrick Mahomes does against this Jacksonville defense. We saw last week against Denver wasn't as good as he was the previous weeks, until that fourth quarter came along. But we'll see if they expose something from him that Jacksonville could take advantage of today. Then we got Denver and New York Jets. I have the Broncos winning that game. Atlanta, Pittsburgh. I will take Pittsburgh to win that game since they are at home. But that's a game that both teams need. So that's a really big game as well if you're an Atlanta or Pittsburgh fan because you both need that game. So that's going to be an interesting game as well. But I think Pittsburgh's going to win at home. Oakland at LA Chargers. I have the LA Chargers winning that one. Minnesota at Philadelphia. Again, one of those games where both teams need it. Both teams are expected to be better than they are at this point of the season. Both teams need that win, with the Vikings being 1-2-1, being our sole win so far, and then with the Eagles being 2-2 after that tough loss against Tennessee last week in overtime. So Eagles are home, so kind of with the same thing with the Pittsburgh thing. I think the Eagles being at home, big advantage. I'll give it to the Eagles in this one. Arizona at San Fran. That's going to be a tough one. Because with San Fran and all those injuries, they played pretty well last week, even with the injuries against the Chargers, I think it was. But they just weren't able to overcome everything. So I will take San Fran at home to win that game. LA Rams at Seattle. The Rams are going to win that one, I feel. They're actually favored by 7.5. That might be a lot. I might not take the 7.5 point spread, but I take the Rams to win the game. Dallas at Houston. I actually am going to take the Cowboys to win that game. As the Bills fans know, we get ready to play Houston next week. So that will be interesting to watch that matchup. That's tonight at 8:20. And then tomorrow night, you have Washington Redskins versus the New Orleans Saints. Big game for Drew Brees. Drew Brees only needs, I think, about 200 yards to surpass Peyton Manning for the most passing yards all time. So big game for him. Probably will get there tomorrow. But I do have the Saints winning that game at home as well. So that's what I have for around the league as far as winners go. Let's get into this Buffalo Bills versus Tennessee Titans game. However, the Bills are at home for the second time this season. Again, last year going 6-2 at home. Have a couple key injuries as far as the safety is concerned. I think Marcus Murphy being on the inactive list is still a big deal. However, I think think the Titans offense is not nearly as potent as some of the offenses we already played. Actually, I think they might be the worst offense that we've played so far. So that will speak into how well we do a little bit, especially in the passing game. I love our run defense, especially up the middle. So I'm not sure how well the Titans are going to do with running the ball, and they are mostly a running team. That will make them have to lean on Marcus Mariota on the passing game. And with our corners, with Tre'Davious White out there, and like I said, Lewis even played really well last game too. Then I think that we might have a little bit of an edge there. So then we go to the Bills on offense against this Tennessee defense. Tennessee's front seven might be the toughest we've played so far this year. Really good front seven. I think Dable is going to have to do a great job making schemes to get Allen the ball out of his hands quickly. Just because if Allen's under pressure, we've seen Allen under pressure has not necessarily stepped up to the plate as much as we would like to see. So that's going to be an interesting matchup as well. I think this is a matchup of two good defenses against two mediocre to poor offenses. So it'll be interesting to see. I think being at home gives us an edge. That crowd here in Buffalo, that crowd is always intense, crazy. Not sure how Tennessee's going to react to that. I give the Buffalo Bills the slight advantage here. I give the Bills the 27-21 victory. So let's see how that does against the spread. I'm pretty sure that means we're going to cover the spread because I think Vegas has us losing this game. Yeah, so Tennessee is currently favored by 6 points. So us winning 27-21, obviously I have the Buffalo Bills covering that spread point game. So I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills covering the line, Buffalo Bills winning this game outright, and the Buffalo Bills and Tennessee Titans covering the over. So that's how I see this game going. I don't know if you guys agree with that. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. What do you guys predict is going to happen in this game? Who do you guys have winning this game? Again, Buffalo Bills 1-3 currently. Losses to Baltimore, Chargers, and the Packers last week, getting shut out. It leaves a little bit of a sore spot, in your heart when you get shut out, man. I want to see us get some points on the board. I want to see us get some points on the board early. We'll go over some keys to victories here in a second. But currently it is 12:45 Eastern Standard Time. Game's going to start in 15 minutes. Go over some statistics from these teams. You have Marcus Mariota currently on the season, 51 completions, 77 attempts, 547 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Obviously, he missed some time earlier in the season, and they had Gabbard in, so those stats are not necessarily. I think he only played so far in three games, and a little bit more in the one game because he came in at halftime or something like that. Josh Allen's currently 55 for 103 for 666 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. So those are the stats lines, pretty close actually to each other as far as stats go. Allen has 1 more interception, but he also has more passing yards than Marcus Mariota. So leading rushers for the teams, we have Derrick Henry for the Tennessee Titans, 54 rushes on the season, 163 yards for basically a 3 yards per rush average. LaShawn McCoy only has 21 carries. Again, we need to get him. I mean, he might double that today. I hope he does. If he does, then that's a good sign for the Bills, I think. 21 carries for 85 yards for a 4-yard average. So again, I don't know why we're not utilizing him more out of the backfield. I just don't understand that. Receiving the ball, your leading receiver for the Tennessee Titans is Corey Davis, has 22 receptions, 39 targets, 1 drop, 312 yards, and a touchdown. Who's the Bills' leading receiver, guys? He probably has 2 catches, right? Calvin Benjamin is listed as our leading receiver, 7 catches out of 21 targets, 1 drop, 92 yards, and a touchdown. The fact that they only list him as 1 drop, and I know which one they're considering a drop. They're considering the drop, the Vikings game in the end zone. He ran the slot route. You hit him right in the chest, and he dropped it. But, man, he's had a couple of balls that I think could be marked as drops, too. I'm sure a lot of you agree with me as far as that's concerned because he just has not looked good. 7 receptions, 21 attempts. And some of those might have been like overthrows on Josh Allen as well. We have to give him that. But when you have a rookie quarterback in there, you need to make sure you step up your game a little bit as well. So those are some of the leading players on both offensive side of the ball for both teams. Again, I see this as a defensive game. I mean, the over-under in Vegas is 38.5 points, guys. That's not that many points. So I do see us hitting that over. However, I do see this as pretty much a defensive game. Maybe a couple defensive touchdowns in this one. I'm not sure, but we will see what happens. My prediction for today's game, Bills 20-17. I would love that. Again, a win I love a win. That's all I want here, guys. I just want the wins. Some people are wondering where we're at as far as calling it a season. You can never call it a season. I feel like you can never call it a season. No matter how we do the remaining season, we want to see Josh Allen improve. We want to see lots of improvement from our guys as we keep moving forward, especially these young guys. Very young team here in Buffalo. One thing we could say about last week, there were a couple silver lining things that I talked about in my Monday my Monday live stream. The penalties, we only had like 6 penalties. Three. I think there was like 6 or 8 total between both teams. I think we only had 3 penalties. So that's very impressive. That's the number that we needed to work on. After the first 3 games, we were one of the tops or one of the bottoms in the league as far as penalties were concerned. I think we were 30th in the league for penalties. So to see us improve on that and to continue improving on that will be key. So I do look forward to seeing that hopefully get better and better. But we'll see what happens. So going on to fantasy implications, if you have fantasy teams, if you have players are on your fantasy teams, to be honest, I would start both defenses today. If you have either the Bills or Titans defense, I'd start them today because I think the defense will win out the day. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if you see some defensive scores in this game on either side of the ball. Just because I know Josh Allen likes to throw across his body sometimes. I know Josh Allen likes to try to make plays happen when there's nothing there, and that can lead to turnovers. I see maybe the Titans getting a lot of sacks, especially if Dable doesn't get the ball out of Adam's hands fast enough, because again, that front seven is very strong for Tennessee, I'm not going to lie. And then as far as on the offensive side of the ball or special teams, again, if you have Steven Hauschka, you got to start Steven Hauschka. I'm a huge Steven Hauschka fan. It's nice to have a kicker on our team that we don't have to worry about if he's going to make it or not, so that's nice. As far as offensively, you might want to start Derrick Henry just because he's a workload. We already talked about how many rush attempts he has. He already has 54 carries through 4 games, so that's 12 to 13 a game. So you know he's going to get his touches. If they're in the goal line, he's probably the one that's going to get the ball. Corey Davis already has 39 targets, so he has close to 10 targets a game. So that's impressive. That's somebody you want to get in the game, especially in a PPR league. If you're talking about 10 targets a game, 22 catches, so that's going to equal out to be a little over 7 catches a game. So that's someone you might want to consider starting as well. But that's pretty much it as far as the offensive side of the ball. Again, I would start both defenses, start Steven Hauschka. I would love to say start LaShawn McCoy. Maybe if you have him, you have to. But you need to show me something. Not McCoy. The offensive play calling needs to show me that they are going to lean on McCoy a little bit more than they have been before I say, yeah, put him in. So again, we'll see what happens as far as that's concerned. Currently 12:50. Again, if you just joined me, welcome to Believers Talk. Thank you for joining me. My name is Joe. If you have not already, please share this video, like this video, and then leave some comments. We'll be talking back and forth. I have a couple comments here from John Patrick, Buffalo Sack Attack, and Adam Benz. I appreciate everyone who's here. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Again, we go live every Sunday. All Buffalo Bills games, we will be live, giving you live play-by-play, live reactions. So if you're interested in watching Bills games and you can't watch the game on the TV, come on here. We'll talk about the game throughout the day. Also, if you are watching the game but you don't like the announcers, maybe you have a Chris Collinsworth thing going on where you just hate him. That's my own personal opinion, Chris Collinsworth. But you can turn off the volume of the game and just talk with us, and we can watch the game together. That's fine too. Love getting together with Bills fans. Love talking Buffalo Bills football. Again, we do more than just Buffalo Bills football. We did talk about, like on Twitter yesterday, we were tweeting during the Buffalo Sabres game. Love watching the Sabres as well. As they got their first win, winning 3-1 yesterday. So hopefully, again, this weekend is great for Buffalo. You got Buffalo University winning in football yesterday. You got the Buffalo Sabres winning. And now we hope to see our Buffalo Bills win a little bit as well. 1-3 on the season, not the greatest start, but again, tough part of the schedule with those first 4 weeks. 3 of them being on the road, and all 4 of those teams were projected to be playoff teams coming into the season by most experts. So, not the greatest way to start the season. But let's be honest, did you have us going 4-0 to start this season? I doubt it. But very few experts has beating Minnesota too. My suicide pool benefited from that very much. I benefited from that very much. So I appreciated that a little bit, that win. But then we come back the next week with the donut that really hurt. So we'll see how we respond here today as we are finally back home, like I said. The Titans are 3-1. Titans started off the year with a loss, so they're actually currently on a 3-game winning streak. First loss was to Miami in Miami by a touchdown. Then they go back home to play Tennessee, and they beat to play Houston, and they beat the Texans. And then let me go through who else they beat here. They beat the Eagles last week, obviously, and they beat Jacksonville in week 3. So they beat Jacksonville 9-6. No touchdowns scored in that game. So that's kind of the game I expect to see here today, to be honest with you. Maybe not as low scoring as 9-6, but these offenses are just not that great yet. And they both still have opportunity to become great. I especially say that as a Bills fan. Like, we still have a great opportunity. We're still a very young team, but we also know that we're not where we want to be. So I could see it very easily being a 9-6 game. Might seem like it's going to be a live stream at that point if it is 9-6, but we'll still have a good time. And then last week they go into they're back home. They're still at home and they play the Eagles at home. And in overtime, to their credit, good for them. They didn't want to go for the tie. They had plenty of opportunities to go for the tie, but Vrabel said no. We're going for the win. They converted, I think, three fourth downs on that last drive in overtime, and then with a few seconds left on the clock, they scored a touchdown to win that game 26-23. So very impressive win last week against a good Eagles team, defending Super Bowl champions. Again, guys, sorry for my throat. I've been sick all week, so I'm trying to get better here, but I still want to come live here. Brandon Nichols, welcome to the live stream. I agree with you. We need a fast start, kind of like we did in the Minnesota game. Those fast starts take pressure off the young rookie quarterback in Josh Allen. So that's why he was able to feel a little bit more comfortable 2 weeks ago against Minnesota than was last week against Green Bay. He felt more in rhythm. Or watching him, he seemed like he was more in rhythm in that Minnesota game. Especially knowing when to take off downfield, that huge leap over bar that we love to see and we can watch over and over and over again, and just a couple really key completions. But then, in the second half, McDermott and Dable just decided to run the ball most of the time. So we didn't see much from Josh Allen in that second half. Last week, again, not anything good to say about last week as far as offensive production. I did like to see Josh Allen taking the blame for the loss after he came out in the postgame. He took blame for leaving Kelvin Benjamin out to dry in that play where Kelvin Benjamin got hurt. Good to see Kelvin Benjamin's going to be playing this game. Even though I know a lot of people say, he's dropped some balls, he hasn't looked that great. I've been one of those people to say that. It still gives us a better option at 1 than who we'd have without him there. So I would like to see Raymond McLeod, Robert Foster. I would like to see them get more active in this game as well. See how the rookie wide receivers do. We've seen Robert Foster drop a couple of key passes as well. Last week he had 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago he had a long pass for what was going to be a wide open touchdown. Allen put it right in his hands and he dropped it. So I would like to see them become a little bit better. Like to see Jerry Hughes play the way he did against Minnesota, and not how he did last week against Green Bay. Very little pressure on Aaron Rodgers all last week. We want to see Marcus Mariota get some pressure on him, see how he does under that pressure. Because again, we saw having the Minnesota game, we got 2 fumbles and an interception off that pressure. So hopefully we do a little better with the pressures as well. Right now they're showing Josh Allen stuff from last week. Nothing you're going to show from last week is going to look good, but we'll see. Again, welcome to Believers Talk. If you're just joining me, I have the Bills winning this game 27-20. Again, if you haven't already shared this video, share this video with your friends. Let them know I'm here. I'm going to be on Twitter commenting back and forth as we do this as well. So I will be on there. But yeah, and we also are on Twitter. We're on Facebook. So like us, follow us on there as well. So that way we can get more likes, followers, give you updated on all Bills news throughout the year. Whether it's trades, ad drops, every week it seems like we're dropping people to add new players. We just dropped Kyrie Lee. So I don't know if you guys heard that yesterday. We dropped Kyrie Lee. I forget we picked up at the moment. I can look that up. But yeah, that's kind of big news. Kyrie Lee has kind of been a solid piece, but that tells you something else about the tight end position. On Thursday during the live stream, I talked about how Charles Clay did not practice in Wednesday's practice. It might tell us more about the health of Charles Clay and Logan Thomas if we were able to drop Kyrie Lee for this week as part of the practice squad. So I do see us bringing him back up, but we'll see how long that lasts. All right, guys. Currently 12:56. So like I said, we're getting ready to get underway here. Thank you for joining me. Currently I have 10 people watching, so I appreciate that. Share this video and just let them know that we are here doing the live stream, and we'll be talking throughout the game. I am doing this through OBS, so it will take a minute. It won't be the activity on here might seem a little delayed. That's what I'm trying to say as we do it. So if you could, please don't put the plays on the comment section before I'm able to say something about them, just so it doesn't spoil it for those who are not able to watch the game. That's pretty much it. Looking forward to this game. Like I said, I will keep you updated on scores and highlights throughout from the rest of the league. So if you want to catch up on those, the 1 o'clock games, going down the list of games, we have the Giants at Carolina, Miami at Cincinnati, Baltimore at Cleveland, Green Bay at Detroit, Jacksonville at Kansas City. Highlight that game. I think that's going to be a big game. Denver at the New York Jets, Atlanta at Pittsburgh. So those are 1 o'clock games. At 4 o'clock, we have Oakland at LA Chargers, Minnesota at Philadelphia. Again, I think that's another big game. Arizona at San Fran, the LA Rams at Seattle. And tonight, we have the Dallas Cowboys against the Houston Texans. Tomorrow night, we have the Washington Redskins versus the New Orleans Saints. So that's your lineup of games for today. Week 5 of the NFL. Again, already more than a quarter of the way through the season. I feel like we just started this. I feel like we just started the season not too long ago. But it's good to be back home in Buffalo. Vikings or Eagles? That's going to be a tough one. I give the Eagles the edge just because they're at home. But it really depends. I mean, what Vikings team shows up, right? If the Vikings team from last week shows up, and that's another key thing. They had 10 days off to rest and get ready for this game because they played last Thursday. But if that team shows up, that offense shows up, I think they have a good chance to win the game tonight. But if you talk about the Vikings team from 2 weeks ago against the Bills that just couldn't get any momentum going, and give credit to the Bills for that as well. Got a lot of pressure on Cousins early, forced some turnovers, got that crowd out of that game. If that team shows up, I don't think they stand a chance. So I give the Eagles the edge a little bit. I think they're going to be mad over how they lost last week, and they'll use that edge to their advantage as well as the home field advantage to get that win today. So should be a good game, though. I really think that should be a good game. That might be one. That's one of the 4 o'clock games. So that might be one I turn into after the Bills game's over. Turn to when the Bills game's over. But we'll see. We'll see. So, again, welcome to Believers Talk. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. YouTube will notify you when we go live. We go live every Sunday for every Bills game. If you want live reaction, live play-by-play for the Bills game, be here on Sundays. Day after the game, so most days it will be Monday, but when we play that Monday game, it will be on Tuesday. We will be going live again to give a little bit of a post-game recap from the game the night before. And then on Thursdays at halftime during the Thursday night game, I go live for the pregame of the game coming up that past Sunday. So this past Thursday, I did the pregame for this game. Again, I have the Bills winning this game. They're showing Eric Wood, who was out for the Bills, bringing them onto the field. That's very cool to see. We miss Eric Wood. Obviously, our offensive line has been a big part of concern for the Bills so far this season. Again, if you were there for my live stream on Thursday, I told you we're on pace to break the NFL record for most sacks allowed. And it's not even close right now, guys. It's really bad. So again, that's another reason why Dable needs to get. And again, this might be the toughest front seven that we have played all season. So we will see what happens. Titans suck. Welcome, Big Cock Allen. Again, I can't show the game due to copyright restrictions. They will shut down my YouTube channel. So I will not be showing the game. I'll just be giving live reaction, live play-by-play during the game. That's why I make sure to emphasize that in my thumbnail when you click on it, that it is just a live reaction, play-by-play show. So that way I can't get in trouble. I can keep streaming this to you guys so that way you guys can know what's going on at the game, and so you guys get more of a live reaction from somebody instead of just looking at an app or something like that. You know what plays got us where, and how that happened. So I am happy to bring this game to you. Unfortunately, I am not able to show you the game due to copyright restrictions. So I do apologize for that as well. Again, if you're just joining me, getting over a little bit of a sickness here, so I appreciate you sticking with me, even though my voice sounds a little weird. I'm sure, just trying to get over it, and I'll probably cough in a little bit throughout this stream, but I will do my best to make sure that I'm staying hydrated, because I'm sure you're all worried about my health. I appreciate it. And I'm not missing any plays or anything like that. So, and during the commercial break, I'll keep you all posted on scores around the league and who scored. So that way, if you have fantasy teams, fantasy implications, you can also ask me fantasy questions in the pregame. I actually do not own a fantasy team, which is very unusual for me. I used to be one of those guys that would own about 20 fantasy teams, go down the list of every player I had, and I probably had every player at one point for one team or another. So I love taking fantasy questions. I love talking about fantasy teams, but just the past 2 years, I really haven't been into it, and I wanted to start this channel, so it gave me a little bit something more to do. And then I'm so concentrated on this channel, I didn't have time to concentrate on fantasy teams either. So that's why I don't have fantasy teams, but I do like talk about fantasy teams, and since I don't have any players, I have no bias one way or the other, so you can definitely ask me questions. The Bills won the toss, and they will be deferring to the Titans, which means the Bills will hopefully get the ball to start the second half. So we're back for the kickoff, and we're underway in Buffalo. Kick goes into the end zone. The Titans will not return it, so it will be 1st and 10 for the Titans at the 25-yard line. Mariota's coming out onto the field, of course. We know that he got injured a couple weeks back, but he came back during the Jacksonville game to lead them to a 9-6 victory there. Last week against Philly, he was 30 for 43. Again, huge game last week for the Tennessee Titans as they upset the Philadelphia Eagles in overtime. So the Bills start on defense, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Mariota's in shotgun. Derrick Henry is behind him. First play is a pass. Jerry Hughes gets his hand up as I try a quick pass. Does not work. Incomplete pass on 1st down. Looking for, was that Matthews he was looking for? Give me a second here, guys. But it's incomplete pass, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. Jerry Hughes did a great job there. They were looking for a quick passing route, but he got his hands up, so that way they couldn't get the ball off. That was to Jammu Smith, the incomplete pass. That's who that was intended for. So 2nd and 10 for the Tennessee Titans. Again, Mariota in shotgun with Henry to his right. Henry goes into motion. Shotgun, quick pass overthrown. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 now for the Tennessee Titans. So a good start to this drive. I don't know why they didn't try to run the ball at least once on this drive so far, but it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Tennessee Titans. So again, we want to get off the field here. Get quick 3 and out would be great. So it looked like Henry cut in when Mariota was expecting him to go out and not in, so it was overthrown. So now we got 3rd and 10, 14 minutes, 50 seconds to go in this game, or in the first quarter. And again, 3rd and 10, 2 quick incompletions. Mariota is again in shotgun. Henry to his left. 3 wide receivers bottom of the screen, 1 to the top. 4 seconds to go on the play clock. 3, 2, 1. They got the snap off. Passes out to an open receiver. Did he get both feet in? He did get both feet in. That was completed to number 19 of the Titans. Trying to get the Titans roster up here real quick so I can go through these names as they make plays or as they hopefully don't make plays. So 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line for Tennessee. Quick pass and a fumble. Fumble on the play. Fumble on the play. Looks like it might be recovered. Yeah, Buffalo recovered. Milano with the recovery. Buffalo's going to take over 1st and 10 inside Tennessee territory at the 47-yard line, I'm going to say. So it was a quick pass from Mariota to number 13. Again, I'll get the roster in a second. And as he tried to go upfield, there was a fumble. Gio caused the fumble. Tremaine Edmonds with a great play to cause that fumble, and Milano with the recovery. So Buffalo gets the benefit of a huge turnover to start this game. 1st and 10 Buffalo, 14:29 left to go in the first quarter, and the Buffalo Bills just got a turnover to start with the ball. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. So 1st and 10, 47-yard line. That's the Titans' first lost fumble of the season. Great way to start the game. Allen's under center with one guy in the backfield. That's going to be McCoy. First play of the game is going to be a flea flicker from McCoy. He Goes back to Allen. Allen going deep downfield. Benjamin's not open, so he kind of just throws it out of the way so no one can catch it, which I'm completely okay with. Titans with great coverage in the backfield there. After the flea flicker, they try to give it to McCoy. McCoy pitched it back to Allen, hoping to trick him. The linebackers did come up, but looks like the corners stayed put, and Benjamin was pretty much double covered when the pass went off. So didn't see the rest of the field to see if anyone else was open, but Allen just kind of threw that one away. So Allen starts off 0 for 1. Again, we want to start him in rhythm. Second down, Allen again under center. We got 4 wide receiver set. McCoy gets the ball, gets about 4 yards, gets it to about the 43-yard line in Tennessee territory again after a big fumble recovery. Tremaine Edmonds stripped the ball, and then Milano with the recovery. 14:08 to go in the first quarter. It's going to be about 3rd and 6 for the Buffalo Bills. So, that again, fast start, a good start. That's the kind of start the Bills want to have going into this game. Now we want to get points, right? We can't start on the opponent's side of the ball. This was a big problem last week. Last week we got the ball in Green Bay territory, I think 3 times, unable to score in any of those possessions. So Allen's in shotgun, 3rd and 6. We have 3 wide receivers to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Pass is caught by Zay Jones. Zay Jones looks like he's going to be a yard short, so it's going to be 4th and 1 on a quick pass to Zay Jones. Zay Jones thinks he reached the ball over, but he does definitely look short, almost a full yard short of the first down. So I'm not sure if he didn't know where the marker was. But I do like the quick pass to Zay Jones. Get both Allen and Jones in this game early, so that way they can build a little bit of confidence here. Looks like a 4th and 1. The Buffalo Bills are going to go for it. 13:23 left to go in the first quarter. Buffalo's going for it on 4th down. They're 1 for 2 on the season on 4th downs. Allen's under center. We got DeMarco in at fullback, and then we actually have Ivory in at running back. Ivory gets the ball, and he has enough for a first down as he carries the load to about the 35-yard line. Key, that's actually a gutsy move by Coach McDermott and the Buffalo Bills team. You have Steven Hauschka, who can make a 54, 55-yarder, but you know that you want to start with the ball and try to get that touchdown off the turnover. So DeMarco Ivory, I formation. Ivory just plows his way for about 4 yards to get to the 35-yard line. And the conditions in Buffalo right now, as far as field goal kicking, are not the greatest. It's windy out there today, so get a little closer if anything else, or if nothing else. First down, handoff is to McCoy. McCoy gets the ball to the 30-yard line. So we're already seeing more rushes than we did last week for the Buffalo Bills. As we start with the first drive, where we had 3 rush attempts, 2 by McCoy, 1 by Ivory. Again, if you're just joining me, welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe. If you haven't subscribed. We'll be going live for every Buffalo Bills game this season. Other than the Monday night game, which my friends over at the Sports Fury will have live reaction and play-by-play for that one, and I'll be at the Jaguars game, so we will not be live for those 2. Second down, under center for Allen. Again, another handoff to McCoy. On 2nd and 5, McCoy gets about 3 yards to make it 3rd and 2 inside the 30-yard line. If you were not here at the beginning of this game, Tennessee started with the ball, got a quick first down, then they tried a quick pass, and Tremaine Edmonds forced a fumble. Milano had the recovery. So Buffalo started with the ball inside Tennessee Titans territory, and that's how we got to where we are today. They really did a great job in going for it on that 4th down to Sack Attack's point, as he comments down there. They went for it on 4th and 1 instead of going for a long field goal. Allen is shotgun, 3rd and 2. McCoy was with him in the backfield. Another quick pass to Zay Jones, who catches it, and this time he does get the first down. Gets it inside the 25-yard line. So 2 quick completions to Zay Jones on this drive. Very nice way to get Allen acclimated to get that momentum going a little bit, get into a little bit of a rhythm. We tried on the first play. We tried a little trickery with a flea flicker from McCoy to Allen. Benjamin was open, so I think Allen actually did a good job of making sure that no one could catch the ball. So we got 10:55 to go in the first quarter. Allen's under center on first down. Fake handoff. Pass is to Kroom. Kroom gets 8-9 yards. So Jason Kroom on first down gets 7 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 3. Again, good opening drive for the Buffalo Bills. A couple first downs on this drive. Keep the drive going. They went for it on 4th down and 1. Handed the ball off to Ivory. Good to see us using both the run and pass in this first drive. Let me get more to drink here, guys. So it's going to be 2nd and 2. 10.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Run to McCoy. McCoy got the first down. So 1st and 10 for the Buffalo Bills at the 14-yard line. So again, a great first opening drive to start this game. Tennessee got the ball first, fumbled it. Bills have been driving on this drive so far, so very impressive. Inside the red zone, the Tennessee Titans are first in scoring red zone defense, so that's going to be a key to this game as well to see if we can score touchdowns instead of field goals. Touchdowns instead of field goals are key in this position. Handoff to McCoy again. This time he gets nowhere, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. Again, I'm going to pull up the Titans roster here. That's something I did not do before the game that I should have done. Just so when something happens, I can tell you the guy who did it. Taiwan was the guy with the fumbles or the catch fumble, as Lance Spurlock said. So I think for that, probably a Titans fan maybe. I'm not sure. But if you are a Titans fan, welcome to Believers Talk. Glad you could join us for this game as we do live play-by-play reaction to this game. 9:13 to go in the game. Or in the first quarter again, 2nd and 10. Allen with a fake handoff. Allen's going to run. And Allen's going to run for the first down. Allen's going to get the touchdown. Touchdown, Josh Allen on a huge QB sneak for about 14 yards. So Buffalo starts with a touchdown to go up 6-0. Extra point pending. 9:03 to go in the first quarter, and the Bills are up 6-0. There are no flags, nothing on the field. They might have to review it. Allen did dive to get into the end zone, so maybe his knee went down prior. But it was a fake handoff to McCoy. Rollout. The Titans actually did a good job covering the receivers on a rollout, so Allen took off with the ball. And it's going to be close as far as if he was in or down at the inside the 1-yard line. But looks like. Yeah, it looks like he was definitely in. So, looks like it's going to be a touchdown. Definitely not enough to overturn it anyway. Because the ball definitely got crossed before. Yeah, that's a touchdown. So, Buffalo Bills go up 6-0. Good first series. Mixed pass and rush well, as Buffalo Tech just said. 11 plays, 47 yards, 5.5-minute drive. That's exactly the kind of drive we need to start off this game. Up 6-0. House goes on for the extra point. The point is up and good. So 9:03 to go in the first quarter. The Buffalo Bills are up 7-0. Tennessee started with the ball, had a catch fumble by Taiwan, and then Buffalo was able to capitalize on a long drive for the touchdown. Like I just said, before that happened, we need to make sure to try to convert these red zone trips to touchdowns and not field goals. That's exactly what we did. Had a huge 4th and 1 gamble that we went for on 4th and 1. Ivory picked up the first down for us. Was happy to see us kind of go for it. Would have been a long field goal for Stephen Hauschka. So, going for it in that position I thought was a good move. And then that leads to 7 points, which is exactly what you want to see happen. Great start for the Bills. Kind of like back in this Minnesota Viking game. Good start there. Good start here. 7-0 Buffalo. 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. We're at commercial break, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some scores around the league. Buffalo Bills up 7-0. Always good to say the Buffalo Bills are up. Always a good thing. So let's go through some scores. Giants, Carolina, both tied at 0-0. Cincy, Miami, 0-0. Baltimore, Cleveland, 0-0. Green Bay, Detroit, 0-0. Detroit, however, has the first and goal at the 1-yard line. So it looks like Detroit's getting ready to score there. Jacksonville, Kansas City is 0-0. Denver, New York Jets. The Broncos are in the red zone. They got second goal at the Jets 8. Pittsburgh is up 6-0 at Atlanta. Looks like they James Conner had a 1-yard touchdown run. However, the extra point was missed. And that's the scores for the 1 o'clock game. So not too much scoring. Denver did just score. Case Keenum had a touchdown pass to Cortland Sutton, the rookie from SMU. So if you have Cortland Sutton on your fantasy team, he just scored a touchdown to make that game 6-0, extra point pending. Again, Pittsburgh's up 6-0 on Atlanta. However, they missed the extra point. Detroit does the ball first and goal at the 1-yard line, and Buffalo's up 7-0 on the Titans. So good start for the Bills. A good mix of run to pass. I don't know exactly how many runs to pass we had. 10 plays. I would say it easily was 5-5, if not more runs than passes on that drive. Quick passes. There's only one long pass attempt to Calvin Benjamin. In fact, I can tell you all the passes that happened. We had a Calvin Benjamin pass that was long, that was I think, purposely overshot, so being complete and not possibly intercepted. We had a short pass to Zay Jones on 3rd down. He was short by a yard. Went for on 4th down as a run play. Another pass to Zay Jones for 6 or 7 yards on 1st down, and then a pass to Kroom on the next 1st down. So that would be 4. So it would be 6 rush attempts. One of those was by Josh Allen, the 14-yard touchdown, and 4 passes. So great way to start in this game. Fast start for the Bills, as Brian Nichols just said. So we really appreciate that. Again, get us scoring again. Let us know we can get in the end zone. We get ready for the kickoff here, and we kick it back into the end zone, to the 1-yard line. So the Titans are going to return this one. He's up to about the 33-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds. So Titans start with the ball at the 33-yard line. There is a flag on the play, so hopefully this is against the Titans, and this will be going back a little bit further. Again, though, this kick did not get into the end zone, so there was no chance for a touchback. If you know anything about me, you know how much I hate not taking the touchback when you have it. I think that you should always take the touchback when it's there. That's the 25-yard line. No, it was on the kicking team, so that 5 yards is going to be added to offsides on the kicking team. It was on Lacey, so it's going to be 1st down, Tennessee, and they're getting the ball about the 38-yard line now because of an offsides penalty and because of a good return by the Tennessee Titans. So not the best way to come off of a score. If you're the Bills, you want to get them in great field position. But now, they're at the 38-yard line. Mariota's in shotgun, running back to his right. I think that's Henry there. 2 wide receivers to the top of the screen, 0 to the bottom. Or reverse that. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen, none to the top. Quick pass to Sharp, number 84. I think that's Sharp, right? Tell you a second. Because now I have the roster up. Yay! No, that's Corey Davis. I apologize. Corey Davis with the quick pass, quick catch. So for 3 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Tennessee Titans. So on 2nd down, they run it up the middle with Derrick Henry. Gets about 4 on the play, so it's going to be 3rd down. First run for Derrick Henry of the game. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 3 for the Tennessee Titans with 8:16 left to go. 3rd and 2, 8:15 left to go in the first quarter. Buffalo up 7-0. And then again, maybe a quick 3 and out. That'd be nice here. Mariota in shotgun with Henry to his right. Pass downfield is incomplete. No flags on the play, so it's going to be 4th and 2. So maybe another quick 3 and out for the Bills here. 8:02 left to go in the first quarter. I say another quick 3 and out. This is actually the first 3 and out for the Bills. Got the ball back out of a fumble last drive after a 1st down. Yeah, Mariota just overthrew his receiver. Davis stopped on the route when I think maybe Mariota thought he was going to keep going. So now McLeod's back for the punt. Fair catch, again, at the 7-yard line. He did this last week, too, where he fair caught the ball at the 6-yard line, passed the ball 3 straight times to give the Packers great field position. They took it down and scored a touchdown. So I'll be interested to see how this drive goes. Not sure I like the fair catch inside the 10, but we'll see. We'll see if we do better this time on this drive than we did last week. This is actually a key test to see what we've learned between last week and this week. To see if we do much better. Obviously, not as good a field position as we had in the last drive to start. But we'll see how we respond. Eating my lunch too here, guys, so I apologize, but man's got to eat, so I don't apologize that much. All right. So we're at commercial break here. Buffalo's already up 7-0 and it just got the ball back. I think we had a couple other scores, so I'll go through that real quick. Giants are at the Carolina 23-yard line, but they have the ball 4th and 8, so looks like they're going to try to settle for field goal. Cincy is inside Miami's red zone. It's 3rd and 15, so we'll see what happens there. Baltimore, Cleveland still 0-0. Detroit scored on Green Bay. They did have the ball 1st and goal. It looks like it was LeGarrette Blount 1-yard touchdown. So they are now up 7-0 on Green Bay. Jacksonville, Kansas City. Kansas City just scored a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with a rushing touchdown to make that one 6-0. It looks like the extra point is still pending there. Denver and New York Jets. Denver's up 7-0 on the Cortland Sutton 8-yard touchdown. So Denver's up 7-0, and the Steelers are up 6-0 with the James Conner 1-yard touchdown, but the point after was missed. So Giants did kick a field goal, go up 3-0 on the Panthers. Again, 7:55 left to go in this game. The Bills are up 7-0. They just got the ball back at the 6-yard line. So let's see how it goes. Welcome to Believers Talk. Thank you for joining me. My name is Joe. Before this game gets back underway here, if you have not already subscribed to this channel, subscribe. We will be giving you live streams of every Buffalo Bills game this season, and hopefully for seasons to follow. And then like this channel. Follow us on Facebook, like us on Twitter, whatever, however that all goes. Or like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. I don't know how this all works. Social media has me confused. Back from commercial break. Again, we have the ball 1st and 10 at our own 7-yard line. So we'll see how Allen does in this drive. First drive, he went 3 for 4 for 15 yards and had that 14-yard touchdown rush. We have McCoy in the backfield on 1st and 10. Again, I want to see if we improve at all compared to last week when we just threw 3 straight completions. Run McCoy on 1st down. Actually gets a 2-yard loss on the play. So it's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Buffalo Bills. Again, we don't want to give the Titans points. I hope someone talked to Josh Allen and told him, a punt, even if it's deep in our own territory, is better than a turnover, better than a safety. So if you need to throw the ball away, please do. Don't try to force anything and get the ball intercepted. So 2nd and 12. Another run by McCoy up the middle. This time McCoy gets a big hole, big rush to the 22-yard line. So a good run by McCoy there to get us a 1st down, get us out of our own end zone. That's a big play up the middle again for about, I'll say about 17 yards on that play. Yeah. Yep, to the 22. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Buffalo at the 22-yard line. 17-yard run by LaShawn McCoy. And that's why you give LaShawn McCoy the ball. Early in this game, LaShawn McCoy getting more carries than last game already. I actually think he already has, he has 7 rushes. So he already has more rush attempts than he did last week. And on 1st down, we run it again. So with running the ball, 6:30 left to go in the 1st quarter. He already has more touches total if you include catches and rushes this week. Against Tennessee, and we're only halfway through the 1st quarter. Runs it for 4 yards on 1st down for 2nd and 6. Again, 7-0 Buffalo. Buffalo has the ball, driving a little bit here. They're still inside their own territory, about the 27-yard line. I'm sorry, 26-yard line. 2nd and 6. Allen under center again. End around to Benjamin. No, I'm sorry, that was to McLeod. Gets us a loss of yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 9. Again, these trick plays, sometimes they don't work out the way you want them to. And I'm not a huge fan of trick plays. The reason why they're called trick plays is to do 1 or 2 a game, not 1 or 2 in the first 6 minutes. That's what I don't like about this one. But 3rd and 9, 5:30 to go in the 1st quarter. We're going to see what they do on 3rd and 9 here. It's nice, again, to get that 1 1st down at least. We have 11 rushes, 4 passes, obviously much better than last week. Shotgun formation for Allen, 3 wide receivers top of the screen. All day to throw, but he just overthrows McLeod and underthrows Benjamin, so I'm not sure who that was intended for. There is a flag on the play. However, Allen and the team are running towards the sideline, so it looks like it's going to be on the offense, which it is. It's going to be holding on the offense. That penalty is going to be declined, of course. Number 76, Miller, was the one with the hold. So 5:19 to go in the 1st quarter. The Bills are still up 7-0. It's going to be 4th and 9, so we're going to punt it here. But again, it's nice that we got at least that 1 1st down. Got the ball out of our own end zone, so Bajorges can punt, not in the end zone. So we'll see what happens. Go Bills, Lit Lightning. Thank you for joining me on Believers Talk. Again, if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe. 4th down, we're getting ready to punt. Snap goes off. Nice punt to about the 38-yard line. Special teams coverage does not do a good job getting down there. And it looks like the Titans are going to return this one deep inside Bills territory to the 25-yard line. First tackle missed. And again, I told you I wouldn't be surprised if we saw special teams or defensive score. And unfortunately, this one goes against Buffalo here as he caught it at about the 38-yard at their own 38-yard line. First tackle came in and missed, and then from there he was off to the races. And he was caught from behind. Thought I saw a holding there, but yeah, it looks like Lafayette Pitts is the one who caught from behind. So Titans starting good territory at the Buffalo Bills 25-yard line. 1st and 10, Mariota in shotgun, Henry to his right, 2 wide receivers to the top of the screen. Quick pass out to Dion Lewis. Dion Lewis picks up about 6 yards to make it 2nd and 4. Good start for Buffalo so far in this game, but that definitely is something that can turn momentum around quick, is that a good punt return to give the Titans great field position here. So 7-0 Buffalo, 4:35 to go in the first quarter. Titans currently have the ball. Titans have the ball 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line. So they're coming in for the score. They're in the red zone. Again, red zone defense has been a problem for Buffalo this year. First nine possessions in the red zone, all scored touchdowns. So they run it on 2nd down. Looks like they pick up 3 yards, so it's going to be a 3rd and 1. I'm trying to see who ran that ball. It was Dion Lewis with the carry for 3 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 1. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Again, yeah. So the Bills in the first 2 games of the season, or the first game and a half of the season, allowed 9 drives into the red zone. All 9 ended in touchdowns. Since then, been a lot better. But still, it's hard to get worse from 9 for 9 in 6 quarters. So 3rd and 1 for the Tennessee Titans. 3:45 to go in the game. You got Marcus Mariota under center. You got 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. One goes into motion to go to the top. So they have 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. They run it with the back. Looks like it was Lewis again, who gets them inside the 14-yard line and gets a first down. So first down, Tennessee Titans at the 14-yard line. 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bills up 7-0 here. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Tackle was by Edmonds. So Edmonds is making himself a presence in this game early, with that forced fumble and then a couple tackles here already. So Dion Lewis is spread out wide this time. 47 rush yards for the Bills, only 9 for the Titans so far. Mariota is in shotgun all by himself. Lewis is actually coming in motion, going into. They ran a little bit of a trick play to Taylor. As Lewis was coming in motion, they snapped the ball. Taylor came across. As Lewis did, they were switching sides, and the pitch to the front was to Lewis and not to. It was to Taylor, not to Lewis. Sorry. So now it's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Tennessee Titans. Got the ball to about the 10-yard line. Sorry. The 8-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and 4 from the 8. Mariota under center. 2 wide receivers behind the screen. Ran the ball with Lewis this time. Spins away from Edmonds' tackle and gets 1 yard on the carry. Alexander came in with the tackle. So it's going to be 3rd and short, maybe about 3rd and 3 for the Tennessee Titans. They just converted a 3rd and 3, so we'll see how they do on this 3rd and 3. Thank you for joining me on Believers Talk. My name is Joe. Again, we will go live for all Bills games throughout the season, and we'll do live reaction and play-by-play. We do the live summary the day after the game, and then we do pregame for the show every Thursday. So if you're interested in joining, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and they will let you know when we go live. Mariota in shotgun. Quick pass to Lewis is thwarted off by what in the world was that? Hold on, give me a second. Did he pick it? Oh, wow. All right, so they were trying a quick out to Lewis, was read by Hughes, so Hughes jumped up. Mariota held on to the ball, was trying to find something to do. He just threw it up in the air like it was a punt. He threw it high in the air, and Trey White came over, and he caught it, but the official says he caught it. His foot was out of bounds. So, Kyle Williams came in with the pressure. Oh, I'm sorry, no, that was Murphy who came in with the pressure. He threw it high in the air. And they're saying that, Trey White did not get both feet in. So it holds them to a field goal attempt, which I'm happy with. especially with the field position they started with. So the field goal is up and it's good. So with 1:35 to go in the first quarter, the Tennessee Titans kick a field goal. So now the Titans are down 7-3. But from where they started at the 25-yard line, I believe it started at the Bills' 25-yard line, to stop them to a field goal was a huge win for the Bills. Go Bills. Like I said, Light Lightning, thank you for joining me. Ty453, thanks for joining me. I know a lot of you are joining me. Some of you are new. Thank you for joining me. I currently have 22 people in here watching, so thanks. As we're at commercial break, I will be going over some of the scores here from around the league. We have the Buffalo Bills beating the Tennessee Titans 7-3. The Bills getting ready to receive the kickoff. The Giants are still up on the Panthers 3-0 with 4:50 to go in the first. It does look like the Carolina Panthers are in field goal range at least. Miami and Cincinnati still tied at zeros. Baltimore is up on Cleveland 3-0. Detroit's up on Green Bay 7-0 still. Kansas City is up on Jacksonville 7-0. Denver's up 7-0 on the Jets. Pittsburgh's up 6-0 on Atlanta. So those are the scores from around the league. But Carolina just scored a touchdown, actually. You got Cam Newton pass to the left to Curtis Samuel for a 25-yard touchdown. So Carolina just scores a touchdown. The Giants go up 7-3. So that scores 7-3 now. Same scores we have here as the Bills are beating the Titans 7-3. Welcome to Believers Talk. If you are new, please hit that subscribe button. Share this video with your friends. Let them know that we are here to talk Bills football. If you're a Titans fan, let your friends know we are here to talk Titans football too. Big game between the Titans and Bills right now. Titans currently 3-1 on the season after 3 impressive wins. They've won 3 in a row after losing the first game to Miami. So, and then the Bills, of course, coming off that bagel that we put up against the Green Bay Packers. However, as I said in the pregame, a lot of people said the first 4 games for Buffalo were going to be the toughest stretch. After we started 0-2, most people would have had us going 0-4. However, we did get that win against Tennessee, which no one saw coming. So, we are currently 1-3, and we're looking to improve here as the game's currently 7-3. So we'll see what happens. I predicted this game to be 27-20 Buffalo at the end. I do see Buffalo getting a win here. Fast start. Tennessee started with the ball. Got a quick first down. Next play, they ran a quick pass. Edmonds with the strip fumble, and then Milano recovered that fumble. We go in from about our own 45-yard line, I believe, or from Tennessee's 45-yard line on a real good 10-play, 6-run, 4-pass drive, where we score a touchdown. Allen with a 14-yard touchdown. And then Tennessee gets the ball on the kickoff with a nice return, get it out to the 25-yard line, I want to say, of Buffalo, and they score a field goal after we exchange punts back and forth. So 1:35 to go in the first quarter, 7-3. Buffalo getting ready to receive the ball on a kickoff. Looks like it's going to be returnable. Caught at the 2-yard line as we return it to about the 28-yard line. So decent return, pretty much close to where you start with on a touchback, but again, this one was not in the end zone. So took it out to about the 28-yard line. Taewon Jones with the return. So Allen comes back on the field. First 2 possessions, we started 11 plays, 47 yards for the touchdown. The next drive, 5 plays, 15 yards after a very nice run by LaShawn McCoy. We were running McCoy more. Already has 8 carries on the day, if not 9, which is more than he had last week already. So 1:29 to go in the first quarter. Allen is in under center. Looks like Ivory is in the game. I formation, we give it to Ivory. Ivory gets the ball to about the 31-yard line, so about 2 yards on first down to make it 2nd and 8 for the Bills, with 1:18 and running in the first quarter. They're talking a little bit about Chris Ivory, so I'm not sure if McCoy got hurt. He didn't appear to get hurt on any play in the game so far, but Ivory is still in there. So I'm not sure what happened to McCoy. I would like to see McCoy in there on 1st and 2nd down, and Ivory in there as our short down / 3rd down back. Allen again under center. Have a flag on the play. Looks like it's a offsides on the defense. Neutral zone infraction on the defense. So that's going to be a free 5 yards for the Buffalo Bills. First flag on the Titans in this game. We had 1 offsides on a kickoff by the Bills. But other than that, it's been a pretty clean game as far as penalties go. So that's a 5-yard gain on the penalty. So it's going to be 2nd and 2 with 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. This will probably be the last play of the first quarter. We got 2 wide receivers behind the screen. Chris Ivory in the backfield still. Handoff is to Chris Ivory. who gets the first down, gets the ball to about the 41-yard line before he is tackled for the first down. And that looks like that'll be the last play of the first quarter with 25 seconds left in the first quarter, 35 on the play clock. So 7-3 Buffalo. They'll have the ball 1st and 10 to start the second quarter. They're in the huddle, so maybe they will. Maybe they'll try and get playoff here with 10 seconds left on the clock. They're in their formation, so we'll see if they try to here. 4, 3. Yeah, no, they're not going to. They were just going to see if they get another free 5 yards. So Buffalo will start with the ball 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line to start the second quarter. Good first quarter. I mean, you consider where they started with the ball on that scoring drive at the 25-yard line to be able to stop them to a field goal was huge. Forced that turnover of the game. First lost fumble by the Titans so far this year. Capitalizing on turnovers is a big part of how you win games, especially if you're listed as the underdog. That's how you win games. Take advantage of that home field advantage early, so that way that crowd noise can be on your side and keep the crowd in it. We all know how big of a factor the Buffalo Bills crowd can be. So, end of the first quarter, Buffalo's up 7-3. Allen with a 14-yard touchdown run. And then, of course, the Tennessee Titans on a big punt return to the Buffalo Bills 25-yard line get only a field goal on that drive. That, again, is huge after Tre'Davious White almost came away with an interception. So, good defense so far on both sides of the field. Both sides of the ball. Buffalo started in good field position, got a nice 11-play drive out of that. So far, for the Buffalo Bills, big news is no 3-and-outs. That's huge, especially for our defense. In order for our defense to keep playing well, need to not have so many 3-and-outs, guys. And again, our red zone defense getting better and better. First 9 possessions we allowed in the red zone, we allowed touchdowns. Since then, I think we've only allowed 2 out of 4 or something like that. So much better on that end. We'll go through some scores around the league as we get ready for the start of the second quarter. Carolina is up on the Giants 7-3. Again, Curtis Samuel with a 25-yard touchdown pass not too long ago. The Giants are currently at midfield. You got the Miami Dolphins and Cincinnati Bengals still tied 0-0. That game is at the end of the first quarter. Baltimore up 3-0 on Cleveland. That game is almost at the end of the first quarter. Green Bay, Detroit. Green Bay is actually losing 7-0, and Detroit has the ball inside the red zone, 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. So that might be a little bit of an upset for a lot of people. Green Bay losing to Detroit. We have Kansas City beating Jacksonville 7-0 on a Patrick Mahomes TD run from 4 yards out. And I'll get you the person who scored for the Lions here in a second, too. LeGarrette Blount with a 1-yard touchdown run for the Detroit Lions. And then Denver's up on the New York Jets with Cortland Sutton having a touchdown catch. Pittsburgh's now up 13-0 on Atlanta. You had James Conner scoring a touchdown and missing the extra point to start the scoring. And then Juju Smith-Schuster just scored on an 18-yard touchdown from Ben Roethlisberger. So as that game nears the end of the first quarter, it's 13-0 Pittsburgh. We are back in Buffalo to start the second quarter. Allen's under center. We got 2 wide receivers to the top of the screen. Ivory in the backfield. Chris Ivory gets the ball on first down, gets tackled from behind for what appears to be maybe a half-yard loss. No gain on the play by Ryan. So it's going to be 2nd and 10.5 with 14:40 to go in the first. Play selection is a lot better for Buffalo in this game so far. Maybe pass the ball a little bit more in this scenario, but 14 rushes, 5 passes for the Bills. So again, a lot more rushing the ball than we have been doing in the previous 4 games. So and maybe the results will show. So on second down, fake handoff to McCoy. McCoy is in the game. Pass up the middle to Clay. Clay gets about 13 yards, 12 yards on the play for a first down. Big pass to Charles Clay up the middle for 12 yards. So first down, we're getting close to midfield. Again, a decent drive here starting to start the second quarter. Get some points on this drive. That would be huge. Buffalo will start with the ball to start the second half. But we still have a whole quarter before then. So we actually passed midfield now at the Tennessee Titans 47-yard line. Allen's 4 for 6 for 27 yards. Run with McCoy. He runs it right into the pile. Gets about a yard. So it's going to be 2nd and 9. 13:45 to go in the second quarter. And the Bills have the ball. 2nd and 9. Already up 7-3 in Tennessee Titan territory. So they're replaying the pass to Charles Clay. And Ryan, actually, Tennessee linebacker, Logan Ryan actually did get his finger on it, but was just so fast he barely tipped it and it was still a spiral when it got to Charles Clay. So 2nd and 9, we got 2 wide receivers at the top, 2 wide receivers at the bottom. They do run with McCoy again. McCoy gets it to about the 40-yard line before he is brought down. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. So again, just pounding that ball. Dable heard what Bills fans were saying about not running enough. So already 15, 16 rush attempts in the first half, and we still pretty much have a whole quarter left to go. So much different much different play calling than last week. So we like to see that. 3rd and 3 for the Bills. Got 2 wide receivers at the top of the screen, 2 wide receivers at the bottom. You got Ivory in the backfield with Allen, who is in shotgun formation. Snap to Allen. Ball is tipped and incomplete. It's always scary when the ball gets tipped in the air like that. So that's going to be a 4th and 3. Looks like Allen is staying on the field, so they might be talking about going for it here on 4th and 3. Not sure if I like this 4th down call. We did go for it on 4th and 1 earlier in the game, but that was well in Titans territory. I think we were at the 37 at that point, but here we are, 4th and 3 in Titans territory. Allen under center. 12.5 to go. Now Allen goes back to shotgun. We might just be trying to make them jump. 3 wide receivers, bottom of the screen, 2 to the top. No one in the backfield with Allen. Yeah, it looks like we're just going to hard count it and then call timeout, which is what we do. There's a flag. So it's going to be false start on Buffalo on Josh Allen. How did the quarterback false start? I'm confused by that. I guess he moved his hands in a way to emulate the snap. I'm confused how that happens, but so they rule that he moved his hands to emulate the snap. But he wasn't shotgun, so I don't know how you can do that. But it's going to be 4th and 8 now from the 46-yard line, so Bills will punt it away. Again, Bajorges, who has been probably one of our best players so far this year, as sad as that is to say, punts it deep. And we're unable to get there in time, so it does go into the end zone. Bounced at about the 3-yard line. So the Titans will start with the ball, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line with 12:21 left to go in the first quarter, and the Buffalo Bills winning 7-3. So again, if you're new to the channel, welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe. Thank you for joining me. Hit that subscribe button, the notification bell. We do go live at least 3 times a week, so you want to be here as we talk pregame, postgame, during the game about the Buffalo Bills, and you know, we're looking much better in this game, up 7-3. Again, we knew this would be a defensive struggle, with both defenses actually being the strong suit for both these teams, and both offenses being either average or below average. So the Titans 3-1 to start the year, the Bills 1-3. Again, though, this is a week-to-week league, as we're seeing here. We'll see what happens as this game progresses. I feel like as I've watched the Titans, they're a much better second-half team than first-half team. I could be wrong. If there's Titan fans out there, maybe you disagree, let me know in the comment section. But I just feel like, you know, last week against Philly, they came back to tie that game. You know, and in previous weeks, the Jacksonville game, I know that one was tied for most of the game. They came away with that game-winning field goal late in the fourth quarter, maybe midway through the fourth quarter. But yeah, so I just feel like they're a second-half team. Hard to say you're a second-half team when you score 6 points compared to 3, but that's just my feeling on it. Going through scores throughout the league, the Buffalo Bills are beating the Tennessee Titans 7-3. Carolina is up on the Giants 7-3 still. Miami, Cincinnati still scoreless in that game. Baltimore still up 3-0 on Cleveland. Cleveland making a game of it. Cleveland is being a lot more competitive. At least you could say that, right? They might not be winning as much as fans might like. They do have that one win, but they're being a lot more competitive than they have been in the past. So that's good to see. Detroit is up 14-0 on Green Bay with time left to go in the first quarter, so that game seems to be taking a while. But another LeGarrette Blount 1-yard touchdown rush. So if you have LeGarrette Blount on your fantasy team, you already have 2 touchdowns by him, both 1 yard. Kansas City is now up 10-0 on Jacksonville. Denver, New York Jets are tied at 7. The Jets scored touchdown. Isaiah Crowell with a 77-yard touchdown run to tie that game at 7. And then you have Pittsburgh still up 13-0 on Atlanta. Atlanta has the ball around midfield with 12.5 to go in the first half there. So here we are in Buffalo. Tennessee just got the ball back. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Tennessee Titans at the 20-yard line. Again, the defense for both teams are playing pretty well. Trey Edmonds had a forced strip that Milano recovered, and Tre'Davious White almost had an interception when they were getting ready to score. That led to a field goal drive, though. So 1st and 10 for Tennessee at the 20-yard line. I formation, 2 wide receivers top of the screen, 1 bottom. They do run it with Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry picks up about 4 yards before he's tackled to bring up 2nd down and 6. Ran it to the left side before he was met by a couple Bills players, including Yarborough and Milano, come in for the tackle. So looking at the first 3 Tennessee Titans possessions, you have 4 plays, 3 plays, and 7 plays. So the Bills defense really playing well. That 7-play, 18-yard drive is what led to the field goal after a big punt return on special teams. Need to not let that happen on special teams. There was a missed tackle that started that play that led to that big return. So 2nd and 6 for the Titans. Mariota's under center, 2 wide receivers top of the screen, tight end and wide receiver to the bottom. They do run it with Henry again in the backfield. Henry's stuffed, but then he bounces off the pile, breaks free, and that's how you get big gains, and that's what he does here. Gets out to the 39-yard line on a big run for Derrick Henry. He was stopped in the backfield, but were unable to tackle him, which happens a lot with Derrick Henry. And then he was able to bounce outside. Looked like he was then tackled by Marlowe. But he got not before he got inside or to like the 37-yard line. So 1st and 10 Tennessee at the 38-yard line. Derrick Henry has 3 rushes for 22 yards currently. 11 minutes left to go in the first half. The Buffalo Bills still up 7-3. So Mariota under center. Another handoff to Henry here. This time he is stuffed in the backfield. Looks like there is a penalty flag on the play. Didn't look like it was a high tackle, so I don't think this will be a face mask, which means it will probably be a holding penalty on the Titans. Yeah, holding on the Titans. Number 60. So it's going to be a 1-yard penalty, so that's on Jones of the Tennessee Titans. So we're going to take him back 10 yards. It's now going to be 1st and 20. These are key situations that where we need to get the Titans off the field. Cannot let them come back from this and get a 1st down. You get them off the field here. So far, our defense has been playing really well. So we want to get them off the field here, give our offense time with the ball, maybe get one of those things that the Patriots are really good at where we can score before halftime and then score after halftime, kind of maybe even put this game on ice a little bit. So Mariota in shotgun on 1st and 20, run back to his right, 2 wide receivers behind the screen, wide receiver tied up to the top. They run the ball again, and this time he's tackled right away. It's going by number 97. He's going to bring up 2nd and 23. So that's actually Harrison Phillips. So that's the first time this season I've said Harrison Phillips' name, really. So that's good to see Harrison Phillips finally get involved in the defense. So Jerry Hughes curls from the outside, kind of makes it able for. So Hughes and Phillips will get credit for the tackle there. Hughes wrapped him around the legs, and then Phillips got him from the back. So it's going to be 2nd and 21 for the Tennessee Titans with 9:45 to go in the first half. 2 wide receivers top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Mariota in the shotgun formation. Quick pass, intercepted. That looks like that was that Edmonds again? No, that was Taron Johnson. Taron Johnson with the interception. So the Bills will start with great field position again. That was Jordan Phillips. Well, with the tackle. I'm sorry, with the tackle, not Harrison Phillips. Okay. So interception by the Buffalo Bills. I thought you were talking about Taron Johnson. I was like, no, that's not Phillips. But huge interception for the Buffalo Bills. So I'll make sure he has hands underneath it. He does. That's going to be an interception. So the Bills, again, will start with great field position. Another turnover for the Titans, and that's how you win these games as the underdog. Like I said earlier, if you're an underdog, that's how you want to win these games. So 2 turnovers for the Titans. Josh Allen with the I formation on 1st and 10. Buffalo 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. First play is a handoff to McCoy. Snuffed out pretty well by Jones of the Tennessee Titans. It's going to be about a 5-yard loss, actually. Jones pretty much hit McCoy as McCoy was getting the handoff. So we're lucky we didn't get a fumble there. It's going to be 2nd and 15. So it was a 5-yard loss. You want to start, after big plays like that, you want to start with a positive play. So to get a 5-yard loss is really disheartening here. So it's going to be 2nd and 15 now with 9 minutes to go in the first half. Buffalo has the ball at the 42-yard line. Allen in shotgun formation. Allen's going to call a timeout. Yeah. Allen calls timeout. 8:54 to go in the second quarter. Buffalo has the ball, 2nd and 15 from the 42. We need to get points out of this possession. Again, got that second turnover. Need to constantly capitalize on points. I'm not near a TV right now, and my AM radio app isn't working, so thanks, believers. Hey, happy to do it. Happy you're here, angry Buffalo sports fan. I know what you're angry about. I've been a Buffalo sports fan my whole life, but this has been a great Buffalo sports weekend. Again, Buffalo University wins yesterday. Buffalo Sabres win last night, and now the Buffalo Bills already up 7-3. Look like they hopefully will score again here. Great Buffalo sports weekend. Nothing to be angry about this weekend yet, so we'll see what happens. So now that we're at commercial break, as the Bills call their first timeout of the half, I'm going to go through some more scores for you, as I think there have been some score changes. We have the Carolina Panthers are up 14-3 on the Giants. Defensive fumble recovery returned for a touchdown by Colin Jones. Miami-Cincinnati still 0-0. Baltimore is up 3-0 on Cleveland, but they do have the ball inside the red zone. So it does look like they're going to get some more points. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Detroit up 14-0 on Green Bay, and Detroit has the ball. Looks like they're at least going to get a field goal out of this drive. They're at the 21-yard line of Green Bay. So 4th and 9, so it looks like they're going to attempt a field goal there to go up 17-0 potentially. Kansas City still up 10-0 on Jacksonville. The Jets and Denver are still tied at 7. Atlanta did get a touchdown. They now trail Pittsburgh 13-7. Mohamed Sanu with a 43-yard touchdown catch from Matt Ryan. So that game is now 13-7. Again, a big game for both teams there, just because both teams need that win. So it'll be interesting to see who wins that one. And then here in Buffalo, the Bills are up 7-3 with the ball, 2nd and 15 at the Tennessee Titans 42-yard line. Would love to get a touchdown out of this drive, obviously, but when you have the ball 2nd and 15, you want to at least get some yards, get that field goal unit out there, get Hauschka out there to get a field goal, go up by another touchdown here. That's what we're hoping for. Again, that could change, get a touchdown here, and then that's a much bigger deficit than just 7 points. And again, we do start with the ball to start the second half, even though there's still about, 9 minutes in this one, so in this quarter. So hopefully we can score here. Again, we used our first timeout, so we're coming back. 8:54 to go. Buffalo has the ball, 2nd and 15. Allen's in shotgun formation. He has McCoy to his right, 2 wide receivers top of the screen. You got tight end and so a fake pitch. McCoy gets the ball. He's dancing around, gets it inside the 40 to about the 39-yard line before he's tackled. Raymond McLeod came from the left side in motion, and as the snap went off, Allen fake pitched it to Raymond McLeod, handed it off to McCoy. Not much there. 3rd down, Allen in shotgun again. You got 2 wide receivers bottom, 2 wide receivers top, McCoy to the left again. Quick out to McCoy. What's he going to do here? Gets inside the 30, so it's going to be close to another 1st down, guys. It's going to be 4th and 1. McCoy's down, but he is getting up. Looks like, okay, so he's not hurt. But McCoy gets it close. It's going to be 4th and 1. This is tough, guys. I don't know. With 8 minutes to go in the second quarter, what do you guys think? 4th and 1, should we go for it again? Or should we kick that field goal, go up by 7? I personally think you need to get points on this drive. Both teams have good defenses. That includes the Titans with their front 7. I think you kind of kick the field goal here. You got to go up by 7 again. But what do you guys think? Go for it or kick the field goal? Well, the offense is back out there, but there's only 3 seconds on the play clock. And they call timeout again. So timeout Buffalo. It's going to be their second timeout of the half. They're going to talk about it a little bit more. So what do you guys think? Go for it. Go for it. Kick the field goal. Go for it. Kick the field goal. I'm a fan of kicking the field goal personally. I think that will benefit us to get points on that board. Lots of go for it. We'll see what happens. Anyhow, 7:40 to go in the second quarter. Buffalo has the ball, 4th and 1. They are in field goal range, so it'll be interesting to see what they do here. They did have a 4th and 1 earlier in this game, and they did convert it. Looks like Allen is coming back out, so they are going to go for it here on 4th and 1. I hope they convert it. I hope they convert it. Yeah, we have 2 go for it's, 2 field goals. 4th and 1 here. You got Ivory in the backfield, lone back set. One wide receiver, top of the screen. Everyone else is on the line of scrimmage, so it looks like it's going to be run to Ivory to the right side. And it's just going to be muscle versus muscle. Ivory picks it up. Gets the ball to the 26-yard line. First down, Buffalo. 7:30 to go in the first half with the Bills. Now have the ball 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. At Tennessee's 26-yard line. So good job. Good play call. Worked out for them. Again, muscle versus muscle. Who has the most? And Bills winning that situation. So Allen under center. Ivory in the backfield. 2 wide receivers top of the screen. 1 to the bottom. Ivory with the fake handoff to Ivory. Pass is to Benjamin. Benjamin with the catch. He fumbled it, but they're saying he was down. They are saying he was down. Benjamin with the catch. Fumble was picked up by Tennessee, but they are ruling that Benjamin was down before the ball came out. So I'm going to watch this replay closely just to be sure. Catch. That's going to be a little closer than we want it to be. But they're not reviewing it. Smart. So what they did is very smart. On first down, the Bills hurried to the line and just ran up the middle with Allen. They pulled New England Patriots, which, you might hate the Patriots, but that's always a smart thing to do. You have a questionable call, get up to the line of scrimmage as soon as you can, snap it, they can't review it, right? Turnovers are always reviewed, and scoring plays are always reviewed. Other than that, you want to get up to that line of scrimmage as soon as possible, get that ball snapped. So 2nd and 9 now. Buffalo's ball, I formation. DeMarco moves to the left, and then we give it to McCoy on 2nd and 9. Gets it to about the 11-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down now for the Buffalo Bills. About 3rd and 7. And I know a lot of people will say, why you waste a play that way? Well, no, you don't, because now they're showing the replay again. He was clearly down before the ball came out, so we wouldn't have. But let's say that was a fumble, right? Then you'd rather get the field goal than a fumble. So 3rd and 6, 5:30 to go in the first half. Buffalo's up 7-3. Bills have one more timeout if they want to use it here. But you want to save that in case you get the ball again. So Allen in shotgun, 2 wide receivers top of the screen, 2 to the bottom with Clay there. McLeod goes into motion. Roll out to the right and just throws it in the back of the end zone. No one opens, so it's going to be 4th and 6. This time I say you have to get the field goal unit out there and get the points on the board. So good drive for Buffalo, though. Nothing to be too disappointed about. Obviously, again, you do want to score 6 every time you get a turnover, especially in opposing team territory. But to come away with the field goal here is not a terrible thing. As long as we make it here. And again, it's nice to have Hauschka, 30-yard attempt. We feel confident about Hauschka. Normally don't have to worry about anything, but of course, as I say that, that's the time he'll miss it. So 5:10 to go in the second quarter, still 7-3 as we wait. Stephen Hauschka, 30-yard field goal attempt. Wait a second. I don't know what just happened. I can't explain what just happened. I can't explain what just happened. So Bjorges took the snap as the holder and stood up and then went back. Did he think it was supposed to be a fit? No one went out for a pass, though, is the thing. And he comes up, and Bjorges comes up with a hurt arm. It was almost like Bjorges was expecting. The punter is the holder for the Bills, of course. And the snap went to him. And instead of putting the ball down for the field goal, he stood up like it was a fake. But here's the problem. There was not a single Bills player who went out for a pass. So I really don't. And then he tried to go back down with it. So I really don't know what he was thinking there. And then he gets tackled. And as he's getting tackled, he just throws the ball. If that thing's intercepted, there's no one around to make a tackle. And then he hurts his arm. So he might be hurt. He might be out of the game. What was that? I guarantee you at the end of the game when he's asked about that, Coach McDermott is going to take the fault for that. But I honestly don't know if that was his fault. I don't know if the punter just doesn't know what was going on. I'm just really confused. Really confused. So now the game's still 7-3. We needed to get points on that drive, guys. I'm sorry. That's very disappointing. Needed the field goal. That was, yeah. I wish I could explain to you how embarrassing that was to watch. So, but 5:03 to go in the first half. The Titans will now have the ball, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. So, I'm going through some scores. Carolina is still 14-3. Miami did score a touchdown to go up 7-0. It was Kenyon Drake, 22-yard touchdown pass from Ryan Tannehill. So they're up 7-0. Baltimore still up only 3-0 on the Browns. So that's interesting. The Detroit Lions are now up 17-0 on the Green Bay Packers. KC is now up 10-0 on Jacksonville. The Jets have gone up 14-7 on the Denver Broncos, the last score being a Robbie Anderson 76-yard touchdown pass from Sam Darnold. So they're now up 14-7. The Steelers still up 13-7 on the Atlanta Falcons. So as they come back from commercial, they are showing the Music City forward pass. So I'm glad that I can be looking at my phone and not have to worry about that. I don't want to watch that shit again. What a crappy play. What a crappy time. What a crappy time to be a Bills fan. I broke my TV at the end of that game. Yeah. I don't know if other Bills fans remember that Music City forward pass. Yeah, but he's over there holding his shoulder. I just really don't know what to make of that play at all. So we get no points. Tennessee actually gets the ball 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. So I'm interested why that didn't go back to the point of the kick. But, oh yeah, because we didn't kick it. That's right. Fake handoff. Good coverage downfield by Alexander on the tailback curling out, and Alexander's able to deflect the ball away. So, again, they're showing the instant replay. I'm going to watch the field because... Right. Yeah, it's funny because even you see the offensive linemen stand up and look up at the uprights like they're supposed to be watching something. So I don't know how he thought it was a fake. That's something I really am interested to hear. At the end of this game, that's something else. So 2nd and 10 for the, but now our defense just needs to step up. 2nd and 10 for the Titans. Ball at the 11, 12-yard line, and they run it on 2nd down. Huge tackle by Milano in the backfield. So great job by Milano. Going to bring up 3rd and 11 for the Tennessee Titans. Again, let's go field. Let's go field on 3 and out. That sounds good, but we're going to have like 3 minutes and 1 timeout because we used 2 timeouts in that last drive. When you use 2 timeouts on a drive, you want to come up with points. When you get a turnover in opposing team territory, you want to come up with points. That's just very, very disheartening that we didn't. Let's hope our defense can step up here and force a 3 and out. Mariota in shotgun, 2 wide receivers top of the screen, 2 wide receivers to the bottom. They have a Deion Lewis is to Mariota's left. Deion Lewis is staying back to block a little bit. Quick pass. He's going to get a 1st down. Going to get a 1st down at the 22-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. It was Davis with the catch over the middle. Caught the ball about 2 yards shy of the 1st down. But Johnson could not. Oh, no, that's Lewis. Lewis could not tackle him before he's able to get across the sticks. So, and then Marlowe came in at the safety position. Had a chance to stand him up and not let him get it, but Davis was already across the line. So 1st and 10, 3:56 to go in the first half. The clock has stopped, and no one has said to be. Oh, they're measuring it. They're actually measuring it. Okay, I thought he had it for sure, but we'll see here. We'll see. Yeah, he actually barely got it by tip of the ball. Tip of the ball, he gets it. So it's going to be 1st down. Maybe my eyes are better than theirs. I don't know. But 1st down, Tennessee. With 3:56 to go in the first half. Yeah, I'm just not happy with the last few plays here. I don't know what to say about the not fake field goal. Yeah, just not happy. The Titans are the only team so far this year to have not scored in the 2nd quarter. And now we have... Do we have a challenge? We have a challenge on the play. McDermott has not done the best on challenges so far this year. And I don't think he's going this one either. It's really hard to... change the spot, like the spot. I just don't think he's going this challenge. We will see. Again, thank you for joining me on Believers Talk. If you're new to the channel, my name is Joe. We will be going live for every single Buffalo Bills game. So if you're a Bills fan, you want to subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell, especially if you can't watch the Bills game any other way. You want to be here as we give live play-by-play, live commentary. Right now, there's a challenge on the play. Looked like Davis for Tennessee got the first down, got by the nose of the ball, so McDermott's going to challenge it. Again, I don't think it's a winnable challenge, but we'll see. We'll see. Currently, we're at commercial break, so I'll go through some scores throughout the league. See if anything's really changed. Carolina Panthers did score a touchdown to go up 17-3. Oh, no, they scored a field goal. I'm sorry, they're already up 14-3 after the fumble return for a touchdown. Then Graham Gano scores a field goal, go up 17-3 on the Giants. Miami still up 7-0 on Cincinnati. Baltimore still up 3-0 on Cleveland. Detroit still up 17-0 on Green Bay. Kansas City still up 10-0 on Jacksonville. The Jets are still up 14-7 on Denver. And Atlanta has added a field goal to be down 13-10 in that game against Pittsburgh. So those are some early scores around the league. Again, later today we have the Oakland Raiders against the LA Chargers, Minnesota Vikings at the Eagles, Arizona at San Fran, the Rams at Seattle, Dallas at Houston. Then tomorrow night we have the Washington Redskins going to New Orleans to play the New Orleans Saints. Big news in that game basically is Breeze is going to probably break the most passing yards in that game. So, yeah, you're still trying to go over that. Play call. Well, not even the play call. That like Buffalo Sack Attack said, the brain fart that the punter had there. You know, you'd love to be up 7 in this spot and not 4. But we'll see. We'll see how our defense answers. Our defense has been playing really well. The only 3 points that Tennessee has was on a punt return that they returned to the Buffalo Bills 25-yard line, and the defense held Tennessee to a field goal there, and it really was a great defensive stand. So call stands on the field as we come back from commercial. Call stands, so it's going to be a first down again, and that's Buffalo's last time out. But again, it's really hard to change a call like spot on the field. So first and 10 for the Tennessee Titans at the 22-yard line. 3:45 to go in the second quarter. And Tennessee, Mario's under center. Hands it off to Lewis. Lewis gets 10, about 15 yards before he's taken down from behind. And they're now moving the ball. 3:30 to go in the second quarter. First and 10 again for the Tennessee Titans as they gain about 15 yards on that play. Just a big hole created by number 60 of Tennessee as he blocks Milano. Poyer misses the tackle, tries to arm tackle. I hate arm tackles. So now it's first and 10 from the 32. It's going to be a pitch to Derrick Henry. Gets about 8 yards because, again, we can't tackle. 9 yards because we can't tackle. We had a chance to tackle him for maybe a 1-2 yard gain. No one wants to get in Derrick Henry's face and tackle him, I guess. I don't know. But looks like Tre'Davious White had a chance to come in and tackle him for about a 1-2 yard gain, put his head down to tackle him, and Henry just sidestepped him. So you live in Tennessee. Welcome, Derek Tuavy. You probably get this game then if you live in Tennessee. But thank you for joining me on Believers Talk. Maybe are you a Bills fan that lives in Tennessee, or are you a Titans fan? Second and 1 at their own 46-yard line. Mariota in shotgun hands the ball off to Henry. Henry gets the first down and a little bit more, by another yard or two. So they're gonna have the ball first and 10 at the 48-yard line, at their own 48 with 2:14. So it looks like that play is gonna take us to a 2-minute warning with the Buffalo Bills up 7-3 on the Tennessee Titans. Looks like Teron Johnson's coming out with some sort of arm issue, which is awesome. That's what we need, is more people in our secondary getting hurt. If you're just joining me, both Hyde, we're at the 2-minute warning now, so both Hyde and Bush, two of our safeties, they're inactive for this game. Marcus Murphy is still inactive for this game. Got Wyatt Teller's inactive for this game. Mike Bacher is, just a bunch of injuries. Dante Johnson at corner is injured. If you're a Titans fan, you got Wesley Woodyard and Kenny Vaccaro, both out inactive due to injury. So just a lot going on with the injuries, especially in Buffalo, especially with our secondary. We did drop Kyrie Lee, one of our tight ends. We still have 3 tight ends. We have Kroom, Justin Thomas, and of course Charles Clay. So that's news. But that's pretty much it for Bills news. Bills currently up 7-3 at the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. Bills had a chance to get a field goal, add a field goal on. So, but if you missed it, Jorges, the punter, he stood up. He got the snap, stood up, thinking it was a fake. But not a single Bills player, other than him, thought it was a fake. So after he stood up, he realized it wasn't a fake. Tried to go back down with it and hold it. But by that time, the Titans players were, of course, on top of him. And then knowing him out for a pass, he tried to roll out. He tried to throw the ball to nobody other than Titans guys. And we're fortunate that didn't get intercepted because there was no one to tackle because everyone thought it was actually a field goal except for the guy holding the ball. Don't know why he thought otherwise. He seemed to get yelled at pretty good by the coach on the sideline, and he also injured his arm on the play. So I'm a Saints fan, but I support the Titans. Well, go Saints tomorrow. That's all I'll say. If you live in a place, it's hard not to at least try to support the local team. People tell me I should support the Eagles all the time. I still don't, but hey, they try. The only team I support are the Bills and anybody who will help the Bills in the long run. So anytime there's an opponent that needs to lose for us to get in, like last year Cincinnati, I was a huge Cincinnati fan week 17. Now I care less how they do until, again, they help us out. So, but we'll see. Again, a lot of people are not thinking the Bills are going to make the playoffs this year. So maybe we don't need as much help, but we'll see. I mean, again, tough start of the season, 1-3, tough schedule. We're up 7-3 right now. And again, it's a week-to-week league. You're talking about this week we play the Titans, next week we play Houston, who hasn't started off that great. So who knows what's going to happen, right? 2 minutes to go. We got Mariota under center at the 49-yard line, their own 49-yard line. Fake handoff. Looks like he's going to try to go deep. No one's open downfield, so he dumps it off. And that's Taylor gets it down to about the 31-yard line of Buffalo. So it's going to be a first down, getting in field goal range here as the first half is winding down. But a nice catch about the 36-yard line. Spun out of a Tremaine Edmonds tackle and gets it down to a 31. Mariota is currently 8-14 for 73 yards and an interception. 1:30 to go in the first half. Titans still have all 3 timeouts, so I'm confused why they're not using them. But they're at the 32-yard line, 1st and 10. Mariota in shotgun with, it looks like, Deion Lewis to his left. 2 wide receivers top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Mariota calls for a snap. We have Buffalo showing 4. It's a run to Lewis. Lewis gets inside the 30-yard line to about the 26, so it's going to be second down. You're Tennessee here. You kind of got to think about calling timeout. You got 1 minute to go in the first half. You got the ball 2nd and 3. You're thinking about how to score a touchdown here, not a field goal, and you know that the Bills don't have any timeouts, so it's not like you give them the ball with much time. It's not like they're going to do much on offense. So, but second down, Mariota in shotgun gets bull rushed by Jerry Hughes, who hits him as he's throwing the ball. Ball gets thrown to the end zone and is incomplete. So it's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Titans. Yeah, Jerry Hughes came in there fast and got his hands on Mariota before Mariota threw it. Mariota threw it up in the air, but it was just short of Taylor, who was in the end zone being covered by Lewis. Lewis actually tripped over himself, so luckily that ball wasn't more on target. So it's going to be 3rd and 4, 45 seconds to go. With the Bills winning 7-3 here. Hopefully going to hold them to a field goal. Mariota's in shotgun. He has Lewis to his right. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. 1 wide receiver to the bottom of the screen, 2 to the top. Got a tight end in the backfield with Mariota. Looks like there's a whistle before the snap gets off. Delay a game on the offense. That's huge. Wow, that's huge. Delay a game on the offense now. That's going to take him back to the 31-yard line. And yeah, you see the play clock's at 0. Wow. If you're a Titans fan, you can't be happy about that. Cannot be happy about that. It's going to be 3rd and 9 for the Titans. 45 seconds still to go in the first half. Still 7-3 Buffalo. Again, that field goal miss still leaves a bad taste in your mouth, so we'll see what happens there. At halftime, we're going to go over some halftime stats for both teams. We're also going to, and again, it looks like there's another delay game penalty. No, the Titans called the timeout before there's another delay game penalty. Wow. That's mind-boggling how you could have two back-to-back delay game penalties. So Titans have the ball, 3rd and 9 now after that delay game penalty with 45 seconds to go to the first half. Got a timeout before the next delay game, so they did get the timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Again, I'm not sure why they weren't using timeouts earlier, but defense for Buffalo needs to step up here. Try to make this a 7-6 game. Still not sure. This is a good drive by Tennessee. I mean, it started at Buffalo's 12-yard line, so good job by Tennessee. It's really the first good drive they've had all game because the Bills' defense has done a good job. Tennessee's defense has done a good job. They've only allowed really 2 good drives. One ended in a touchdown, and the other should have ended in a field goal. But again, the punter just wasn't sure what he was doing as far as holding the ball. So not sure again what happened there. But here we go, 3rd and 9, 45 seconds to go in the first half. Mariota is in shotgun. 3 wide receivers top of the screen. Snap to Mariota. Mariota gets sacked. Sacked on the play, drops him back to a 36-yard line, making it a much tougher field goal with 30 seconds to go in the first half. That sack was a duel of Trent Murphy, and it looked like Jerry Hughes got some pressure on him coming off the defensive end position, forcing him to step up, and Murphy was there for the sack. So, forced him to step up. Murphy gets him, and great play. Huge play. Again, possibly taking him maybe not out of field goal position, but making it a much tougher field goal. So with 3 seconds left, they call a timeout to get the field goal unit out there. It's going to be about, 52-yard, 53-yard field goal now. Line up for the field goal now. 7-3. This will be the last play of the first half. Again, the Bills will receive the ball to start the second half, so that's something that we can hopefully we really want to start with getting some more points on the board. 7 points in the first half just isn't going to cut it most times. Luckily we're winning it here so far, but it's just not going to get done. We need to score more points in the second half for sure. Looks like the 27-20 prediction I had for Buffalo is out the window. But I do still have the Bills winning this game. Especially if the defense is causing turnovers. Currently, we're up 2-0 on the turnover battle, so that's good. So Suckup comes out to try what looks to be a 54-yard field goal attempt with 3 seconds left to go in the first half. Like I said, this will be the last play of the half, barring penalty. Snap, kick is up. And it looks like kick's good. Kick is good. So it's going to be, at the half, it's going to be the Buffalo Bills leading the Tennessee Titans 7-6. Again, at halftime, we'll go over some scores from around the league. We'll go over some stats from this game, even though in a 7-6 game, not too much as far as stats. And we'll go over some drive summaries as well as far as how the Bills got to a 7-6 lead at halftime. But again, the Bills are up 7-6, and the Buffalo Bills will receive the second half kickoff. So better than last week. At this point. I think last week we were down. What were we down last week at halftime? I don't even know, but something to 0. I can tell you that. I think it's 16-0 maybe. 16-0. They scored 2 more field goals in the second half. But still, much better first half. Our defense is, again, playing well. Like I said in the pregame, we knew that both defenses would be the key in this game. We're causing a couple turnovers. Again, we should have scored on that second one. Those kind of mistakes kind of hurt, especially if we lose by less than 3 points, right? If we lose by less than 3 points, then that mistake really hurts, really costs. Got the Carolina Panthers up 20-10 on the Giants. Looks like the Gano just kicked another field goal. Saquon Barkley had a 57-yard touchdown pass from Odell Beckham Jr., so that must have been a fun play if you're a Giants fan. I'm sure we'll see highlights of that. Odell getting a touchdown pass, throwing the ball better than Eli Manning. Miami's up 7-0, and they have the ball first and goal at Cincinnati's 2-yard line. So it looks like they're getting ready to score again. They got on a punt return. So they're inside the red zone. They actually did just score again. Was a touchdown from Jakeem Grant. Actually got in the end zone on the punt return. So they originally ruled out the 2. So it'll be interesting to see. Maybe they'll challenge it or something like that. But looks like that the Miami Dolphins at the moment are up 13-0 with the extra point pending. Get through some more scores here. Miami, the extra point is good, so Miami is up 14-0. Baltimore is actually down 7-3 after a Rashad Higgins 19-yard TD pass from Baker Mayfield. And they missed the extra point. So now the Cleveland Browns lead the Baltimore Ravens 6-3. So that's huge. If you're a Browns fan, you're up 6-3. You're at home, and that game is 40 seconds from half. Detroit is still up 17-0 on Green Bay with 2.5 to go in that first half. Kansas City is now up 20-0 on Jacksonville after a Chris Jones 20-yard interception return for a touchdown. So 20-0 Kansas City over Jacksonville. The Jets are up 14-10 on Denver, and the Steelers are still up 13-10 on Atlanta. But the Steelers drove the ball 2nd and 5 in the red zone. So it does look like Pittsburgh's getting ready to score again. So. But those are the scores around the league. Let's dig into this Buffalo Bills Tennessee Titans game. How do we get to 7-6 at halftime? Again, the Tennessee Titans start with the ball, got a first down, and then on the next series of downs, they went for a quick pass. I think it actually got them the first down, but Edmonds on the tackle forces the strip from behind, and then Milano with the recovery gave the Bills the ball 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. On that drive, Allen runs for a 14-yard touchdown. They're actually showing it now on the TV. 14-yard touchdown scramble for Josh Allen. Currently 6 for 10 for 48 yards with the rushing touchdown to make it 7-0. From there, we exchanged punts back and forth. Again, both defenses very good. So we exchanged a couple punts. On one of our punts, they return it to the Buffalo Bills 25-yard line. From the 25-yard line, they get a first down, get into the red zone. However, that Bills defense holds up. And on 4th down, they're forced to kick a field goal to get on the board to make the score 7-3 Buffalo. From there, again, we exchange a punt or two. Buffalo has a nice drive off an interception by Taron Johnson, and they get it again deep inside Tennessee territory. Have to settle for a field goal after we convert another 4th and 1. We've converted 2 4th and 1s on this drive, so impressive start for the 4th downs. 4th and 3, we decide to kick a field goal. Everyone knows we're kicking a field goal except for our punter, who is also our holder on special teams. He gets the snap, stands up with the ball, but again, the whole line is his normal kick motion. So he then stands back up. Nobody but Titans around him at this point. Lions highlights. There was at the 12-yard line. They have a nice drive that was capped off, as we just heard, with a field goal to make the game 7-6, and that's where we sit at halftime with the Bills getting ready to receive the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So let's get you some stats from this first half. Again, we'll start with the Tennessee Titans, and then we'll go to the Buffalo Bills. Marcus Mariota is currently 7-14 for 64 yards with the 1 interception. He was sacked once as well on that last drive to make that field goal a little bit longer. Ron Taylor has 3 catches for 30 yards, but like I say, he does have that fumble. Corey Davis has 2 catches, long being 54, the one right before the half. Leading tackler right now is ball either. So moving on to Buffalo, you got Josh Allen is 6 for 10 for 48 yards. They do credit Bajorges with that incompletion on the field goal, so he's 0 for 1. McCoy has 13 rushes for 41 yards, much better than what we had to begin. YouTube is not receiving enough. Video output low. Let's try to fix that, guys. I apologize. But it's halftime. Luckily, it's happening at halftime, so we'll try to fix this. Let me know if it's coming out slow for you guys. No, it looks like it's doing better now. Okay. So So McCoy is 13 for 41 yards. We got Josh Allen, two rushes for 15 yards and the touchdown. Chris Ivory has 5 rushes for 12 yards. And Raymond McLeod has 1 rush for -3 yards. So that's not going great, but hopefully it gets better. Good to see us rushing the ball a little bit now. Bills are doing good. Up 7-6 at halftime, doing much better than last week. Again, I'm trying to get this YouTube situation fixed. Hopefully you guys are not having this issue that I'm having currently. Again, luckily this is happening at halftime, so I'm going to check to make sure that everything's going okay on this end. Try to get this fixed for you guys. Again, I apologize for any inconvenience. But it does look like it's running okay, so I'll just keep talking. Hopefully no one missed anything from the halftime analysis. Receiving the ball for Buffalo Bills, Charles Clay is our leading receiver, 1 reception for 12 yards. Again, we don't have much as far as the receiving end goes. Charles Clay, 1 for 12. Kelvin Benjamin, 1 for 11. McCoy, 1 for 10. Zay Jones has 2 catches for 8 yards, and Jason Kroom, 1 catch for 7 yards. Hauschka has 1 for 1 extra points. Should have had that field goal in there too, but again, don't know what Jorges is thinking as far as that fake. I'm not sure. And then Jorges has 2 punts, 85 yards total, so not as good as he's been in the past. Milano is our leading tackler with 5 tackles. He also has that fumble recovery. And then we have the interception by Taywon Jones. And then we have Tremaine Edmonds, who forced the fumble earlier in this game. So that's how the Buffalo Bills get up 7-6 at halftime. Again, Allen with a 14-yard touchdown rush, the only touchdown so far in this game. Welcome Eagles 1. Thank you for joining me. The Bills are looking all right. Again, this is a defensive-minded game. Both teams very good at defense, so 7-6 is not a surprising score to me at half. I had this game being 27-20 Buffalo as we predicted this game in our pregame. I do still see the Bills winning this game, especially if we keep continuing to force turnovers. Would love to see Allen do a little bit better. Again, not too many pass attempts. It looks like 10 pass attempts in the first half. Maybe that's the recipe for winning, but at the same time, we do still want to make sure we mix it up a little bit as well. Pass the ball a little bit more. Again, in the second half of that Minnesota game, we were up so much we didn't have to. We will need to pass the ball a little bit and score some points in the second half of this game if we think we have a chance to win. So, would love to see the passing the ball more. Like to see 13 rushes from LaShawn McCoy. Beginning of the game, I said I expect LaShawn McCoy to have over 20 rushes. He's well on pace to do that. Total overall, we have, 20? About 20 rushes in this game already, so it's going to be hopefully lead to 40 rushes. That's about where we want to be, between 40 and 50 rush attempts a game. And that will mean nothing but good things for Buffalo. I think in every game day, every Bills game will not be live this season, and also we will be live for reaction the day after. I'll do my post game the day after the game, and also I go live every Thursday during the Thursday night football game at halftime to give you my pregame for the game coming up that Sunday. So if you are not already a subscriber, subscribe to Believers Talk and hit that notification bell for continuing Bills coverage. Not only will I give you the games, not only will I give you pre and post game, any news that comes out, I will be sure to at least at some point tell you guys that news here on Believers Talk, whether it be its own live stream or whether it be like when we traded one of our offensive tackles earlier in the season. I've made a video about that. Or if it be during the game. I talked earlier today about the us dropping Kyrie Lee from the team to make room on a 53-man roster for another corner. So everything Bills related, I will give you that news here on Believers Talk. So you want to make sure if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to Believers Talk, hit that notification bell, and be sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook as well. We are on Twitter, we are on Facebook, so try to follow us on there, and we will continue to keep you covered on all things Bills related. So get ready to start the second half here soon with the Bills up 7-6. Bills start with the ball. Again, would love to see the Bills come out and score on this opening drive, kind of set the tone again for the offense or for this game. Let them know that we can run and pass on this defense. Tough defense in Tennessee. But if we could start with this win, move to 2-3, who knows what happens from here? Every analyst in the league was talking about how the first 4 games for Buffalo were the toughest stretch. You're talking about playing against Baltimore, playing against the Chargers, playing against Minnesota and Green Bay. 3 of those games being on the road. Faking a fake field goal. Yeah, I honestly think that was completely on the punter. Again, I think Coach McDermott at the end of the game will, in some way, shape, or form, take the heat for that. because that's the kind of coach Sean McDermott is. But I think that was completely on the punter. They're still stretching out the punter's elbow on the sideline because, again, there's so much wrong with that play. I don't even know who our backup punter is, because if you remember, before the season started, we actually released our backup punter, which you probably should. You should only need one punter in a game. But how will that affect this game is a big thing. So get ready to kick it off. Bills will receive the kickoff. And, I love this here. Teron Jones caught the ball barely in the end zone, still took the knee. If you have been following my live streams, you know how much I love that play. Start with the ball at the 25-yard line. There's no reason to risk injury. There's no reason to risk getting the ball in worse position. There's no reason to risk any of that. Turnovers, just get the ball at the 25-yard line. That's all you need. So Buffalo will start with the ball, 1st and 10 at the 25 to start the third quarter. Allen's back in the game, of course. Allen is under center. We have 3 guys in the backfield. We have McCoy, Ivory, and it looked like DeMarco. Handoff is to Chris Ivory, gets about 2 yards. So I think you probably should have pitched it out to McCoy on that play, but brings up 2nd and 8. So a new formation to start the second half. And, that says something. That says something about Dable. I have to be honest, I'm liking the play calling overall. Again, wish we would pass the ball a little bit more. But I think he realizes in order to win, we have to run first and then pass. So, again, under center for Allen. Allen hands it off to McCoy. McCoy cuts back. McCoy has a little bit of a lane. Cutting again. Cuts and jives a little bit. Makes it a 3rd and 2. So he gets the ball to about the 32-yard line, 33, to make it 3rd and 2. It looked like he was going to be stopped with either a short gain or in the backfield. Was able to juke his way out of it and pick up a good chunk of yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Bills. Yeah, McCoy already has 14 rush attempts today, and so far for the season going into today, he had 21. So we look to see that number doubled. Allen in shotgun, pitches it out to Ivory. Ivory gets the first down, it looks like, at least. Yeah, it looks like Ivory got the first down there, barely, but was able to get the ball to the 35-yard line, which is where they needed to go for a first down. So should be 1st and 10 Buffalo. Robert Foster needs to do a better job, blocking downfield, but did get the first down. So 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line, 13 minutes to go in the third quarter. Allen under center again. Another handoff to Ivory. This time Ivory loses 2 yards, unable to get away from number 99 of the Titans, which I believe is Casey. So, it's going to be 2nd and 12. For the Titans. McDermott just does a bad job on challenges so far this year. And again, spot challenges are the toughest. I don't know why you would challenge the spot of the ball unless you have clear evidence. And that's something else the NFL is looking for. Looking for clear evidence that something happened. Like that fumble last week that they said was a fumble that wasn't. Run to McCoy. McCoy picks up about 2 or 3 yards to get back to the line of scrimmage. There's a flag on the play. So normally on a play like this, that's going to go against Buffalo. It would bring up about 3rd and 9, so it's going to be interesting to see if they go for it or not. Or, if they go for it, if they accept the penalty or not. But we do have what looks to be at least the 3rd and 9. We will see. We have holding on the defense, which is a 5-yard penalty, and it brings up an automatic first down by number 90, Jones. So that's an odd time to get a defensive holding penalty when it's a run play, pretty much right up the middle. So interesting there. We got 12 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the third quarter, and the Buffalo Bills are up 7-6 still, and we're driving. And I don't see a hold by number 90, that's for sure. I don't understand that at all. But we'll benefit from it, so we get the first down. 1st and 10 for Buffalo at the 41-yard line. Allen under center. Fakes the handoff. Looks like he's going to try to go deep. Doesn't have anyone deep. So he's just going to throw it out of bounds. Smart play. Throw it out of bounds. Make it 2nd and 10. Look, there's a flag down. Looks like there's a scuffle on the sideline. Not sure if they hit Allen late or not. I'll see what happened. But man, there's definitely yelling back and forth on the sideline here. Allen throws it away. Allen definitely gets pushed late by number 44, Correa. So if they're protecting quarterbacks here, that might be a flag on him for late hit. It wasn't a hard hit. He just got pushed to him. I think it was more Allen's momentum. It was a hard push, but I think it was more Allen's momentum that brought him to the ground. No need for the fighting back and forth. Allen gets up smiling and tells the fans to, get excited. So there's a flag down. They're still talking over the flag. So it'll be interesting to see if they call this one roughing the passer or what they call. Yep, that's what they're calling. So that's going to be another first down. God, we have to benefit from these mistakes, guys. We are benefiting from those mistakes. We got to capitalize on them is what I'm trying to say. What is the cup? What's in the cup? This cup? Nothing good. Nothing good. Just a little iced tea. That's all. That's all. Yeah, Vrabel is not happy with the play call. 11:48 to go in the third quarter, or not with a penalty that was called. 11:48 to go in the third quarter. Still 7-6. They're still marking the ball off from this penalty. So this is taking a little while. I'm not sure why it's taking a while. Now they're going over to talk to Sean McDermott. So it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens here. They're still talking to Sean McDermott. I'm hoping that they explain what's going on because I have no idea what's going on right now. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Buffalo. No explanation of what happened. They talked to Vrabel, and then the official went over and talked to McDermott with no explanation to the fans, which I guess we don't need one. From the 44-yard line, McCoy gets the ball, rushes it for about 2 or 3 yards, gets to the 41. It's that T, Joe. Well, we are watching the Bills, man. I mean, to watch the Bills without having a drink or two might just be crazy. We'll see. They're still talking about that roughing the passer penalty. They think it's a little iffy, but I would agree 5 years ago. This is the new NFL, guys. Like he took 2 or 3 steps. He could have let up. He didn't. So 2nd down, fake handoff to McCoy. Have Charles Clay open in the flat. Gets about 5-6 yards on 2nd and 8. So it's going to be, there is a flag down. I was about to say it's going to be 3rd and 3. But there's a flag down with 11:06 to go in the third quarter. And it looks like it might be holding on Dawkins. At least they're showing Dawkins on the TV screen now. So we'll see what the call is here. Personal foul. Offense. They're not saying what he did, though. They're saying personal foul. Was it illegal hands to the face? Was it after the play? Give me a second here, guys. I'll let you know what it is. I don't know if I'm a fan of that one. That might be a even an out call, from the personal foul earlier. So it's going to be 2nd and 22 for the Bills. It looked like they what they called was that he clubbed the defensive end, but what looked like happened is he tried to just use his arm to push him, and the defensive end ducked down, and he did elbow him in the head, but it doesn't look like it was like an intentional thing. So shotgun for Allen, 2nd and 22. So he had Tyron Jones open in the flat shortly after, but he kept looking deep. And Tyron Jones was holding his hands up, saying, "Hey, I'm open." So he scrambles to the left, finds Jones when everyone's on top of him already, and then passes it to him, and Jones drops it anyway. So it's going to be 3rd and 22. That 15-yard penalty is definitely a drive killer, whether we agree with it or not. It definitely killed this drive. 3rd and 22. We'll see what happens here. You don't really have too many plays drawn up for a 3rd and 22 from the 44-yard line. It looks like the Titans are pretty much playing back, so they don't get the first down. Allen's going to run a QB sneak here on a QB draw. Gets it back inside Tennessee Titan territory to the 49-yard line. However, that's where it's going to stop to bring up 4th down. 4th and 15. Again, going to be interested to see if we can punt the ball because our punter injured his shoulder on the fake field goal earlier in this game. So thank you for joining Believers, or thank you for watching me on Believers Talk. My name is Joe. Again, if you have not already subscribe to this channel as we will go live for all Bills games. We will go live for pre and post game. Punt on 4th and 15. Was able to get the punt off. Looks like it's going to fall inside the 20. And if we get there in time, we're going to stop it. And we do. All right, good stuff. Hold on, did it go in the end zone? Did it go in the end zone? Right now, it looks like the Titans will get the ball at the 5-yard line. I'm not sure if it went in the end zone or not. It looks like they're going to have a conference if it went in the end zone. So number 44 got down there, was able to keep it out of the end zone, and then Lafayette Pitts looks like he was able to keep it out of the end zone. He threw it backward, or he threw it to make sure it stayed out of the end zone, and that rolled to the 5-yard line, which is fine. You'd rather him start at the 5 than the 20. So it's going to be first and 10 for Tennessee at the 5-yard line. Hopefully this defense can step up and force another turnover maybe, or even just a 3-and-out on this drive. That would be big for the Buffalo Bills in this situation. So again, thank you for joining me. If you're new to Believers Talk, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We do go live post-game, pre-game, and for the game. So hit that notification bell. Follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. We do have those social outlets out there as well. So you want to be sure to stay tuned to those as well because we do keep you as up to date as we can on all Bills news. And we do look forward to doing more videos in the future as well. So since we are at commercial break, I will keep you posted on the other scores from around the league. Just give me 1 second here as I pull them up. And we got the Carolina Panthers are up 20-13 now on the New York Giants. The Dolphins have extended their lead to 14-0 on Jakeem Grant 70-yard punt return. I did go over that to begin the second half. Cleveland's still up 6-3 on Baltimore. Detroit is now up 24-0 on Green Bay after a Marvin Jones 8-yard touchdown pass. So at halftime, that game's kind of a surprise. 24-0 Detroit over Green Bay. Kansas City's up 20-0 on Jacksonville at halftime. The Jets are now up 21-10 on the Broncos at halftime after a Robbie Anderson 35-yard touchdown pass from Sam Darnold. And now the Pittsburgh-Atlanta game is still 13-10. That game has started the second half with Atlanta having the ball. So those are some scores from around the league. Bills currently up 7-6 on the Tennessee Titans. Looks like the Titans are going to start with the ball 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line. So, we really wanted to score on that. There were 2 crucial penalties. I feel like they were offsetting just because they were both pretty bad calls, I thought. There was a unnecessary roughness penalty on Josh Allen where he just got pushed. It was a couple seconds after the throw, so I would say as a Bills fan, maybe I have a little bias there, but I wasn't too upset about that call, especially in today's NFL. You kind of expect it. And then there was a personal foul on Dawkins for throwing an elbow. Although it doesn't look like he tried to throw the elbow, but that will happen, and that kind of killed our drive. So the Tennessee Titans start the ball 1st and 10 at the 5-yard line. Mariota's under center. It looks like they have Henry in the backfield. Henry gets the carry on 1st down, gets nowhere, stopped pretty much at the line of scrimmage. They do give him half a yard as Milano came in and wrapped him up. 9:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Buffalo's still up 7-6. It's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Titans at the 5.5, 6-yard line. So, again, not too much gain there on that play. $9:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. Looks like Kyle Williams came out with an injury, so he was able to get off the field on his own power. Split eye formation, fake handoff by Mariota. Mariota is stepping back, does like a shuffle pass to get them out of the end zone, and it goes to Deion Lewis for about 9 yards, and he gets a 1st down. It's going to be 1st and 10, Tennessee at the 16-yard line. So good initial job by Buffalo, stopping any quick screens that might have been attempted, getting their hands in Mariota's face. And then Mariota was able to scramble to the left. Saw Dion Lewis and was able to pitch it to him to get them the first down. Gets it to the 16-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Tennessee Titans. That's their 8th first down of the game. Fake handoff to a wide receiver coming across, then a pitch to Dion Lewis. Stopped right away by Latualei. Again, great run stuffer. Everyone's talking about how you don't see much from Latualei as far as sacks go. Latualei was never a sack guy. Latualei was always going to be a guy that stopped the run in the middle. And, if you look at our rushing defensive stats so far this season, he's done exactly that. Him, with the help of Kyle Williams, with the help of Trent Murphy, they've all done a good job. So I'm really happy with our run defense. I'm really happy with our defense in general so far this season, except for that Baltimore game that was a little rough. But other than that, really happy. So it's going to be 2nd and 11 now for the Tennessee Titans at the 15-yard line. Blitz coming. Quick screen to Dion Lewis was actually sniffed out pretty well. And Alexander makes the tackle 2 yards in the backfield to make it 3rd and 13. This is the situation, guys. We need to get off the field. 3rd and 13. There's no reason for them to pick up a first down on this play. So we ran a blitz, and it seemed like a perfect time, actually, for the Titans to run a screen play. But Alexander was there as soon as the ball was caught to take down Dion Lewis. So great play by the Bills there. Lewis lost the ball, but it was well after he was down. So it's 3rd and 13. Need to stop him on 3rd down here. Possibly a good field position to start the next drive. So Mariota in shotgun. Blitz coming. And the pass is short. The pass is short hop to Lewis, who was out by the sideline at the line of scrimmage. But with the pressure, Mariota was unable to get the ball, anything into the throw, and he pretty much threw it straight into the ground. So it's going to be 4th and 13 for the Tennessee Titans. They're going to have to punt here, and that's really good news if you're a Bills fan. Looks like we might get good field position here as they have to punt from the 15-yard line. So they're going to have to be like their punter, Curran, is actually in the Bills' end zone, going to step out to make the punt. Good punt. Takes Ray McLeod back to the 25, but he may have outpunted his coverage. McLeod gets it to about the 34-yard line before he's taken down. So Buffalo will start with the ball 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Not the type of field position I wanted, but at the same time, it's not bad. So Adams will come onto the field. 6:53 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Bills are still up 7-6. Again, would love to see a little more as far as scoring goes for our Bills, because I don't think 7 points is going to win this game. If we win this game 7-6, I will be surprised, happily surprised. But it will just be a surprise for me to see that. Again, the only touchdown coming out of Josh Allen, 14-yard touchdown run. And then the Tennessee Titans have 2 field goals. We should have had a field goal, but there was just so much screwed up on that play that I can't go back into it too much. Basically, the holder thought it was a fake punt, and no one else thought it was a fake punt. So messed up from the start. But yeah, that was a pretty big punt. Hard-hearted. That was a pretty big punt to not give Buffalo the field position that I would have liked, but still, starting with the ball at the 34-yard line is not the worst field position in the world. So going through some scores, we started the 3rd quarter. Carolina is up on the Giants 20-13. Miami is now up 17-0 on Cincinnati with 8.5 to go in that 3rd quarter. Baltimore is still trailing Cleveland 6-3. Detroit is dominating Green Bay. They're up 24-0, which is kind of a shock after the way Green Bay dominated us last week. So 24-0 Detroit over Green Bay. Kansas City is up 20-0 on Jacksonville as that game starts the 3rd quarter. New York Jets are up 21-10 on Denver, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are still up 13-10 on Atlanta. So those are the scores of the early games. Some late games, Oakland at LA, Minnesota at Philly, Arizona at San Fran, and then the Rams at Seattle. Those are the 4 o'clock games. Tonight you have Dallas at Houston. So those are the games tonight. Week 5 of the NFL is well underway. First halves are all done. Everyone's come back for the second half of these games. If you're a Bills fan, if we win this game, that might change things a little bit for us. So we'll hopefully go up to 2-3, and we'll see where we go. Again, we play Houston next week. Houston hasn't gotten off to the hottest start this season. We'll see how that game goes for us. Haven't played a single division opponent yet. That can change things too. That can definitely change things too. How we do against division opponents. So we're back from break. The Buffalo Bills have the ball again, up 7-6. Not much to say. They're showing the possessions of the day. Again, we actually haven't been held to a 3-and-out yet today. I mean, knock on any wood that's close to me. But Allen and shotgun start 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Goes back for a pass. Looks like it was supposed to be a screen pass. McCoy got held up in a block, so it was going to fall incomplete. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Buffalo Bills. The Tennessee Titans did a pretty decent job reading that one as they came in to pressure Allen to get rid of the ball quickly. And again, looked like McCoy got caught up in a little bit of a block, and so it was just thrown incomplete into the ground. So 2nd and 10 for the Buffalo Bills. Allen under center, got McCoy in the backfield. Looks like they're going to pass it again on 2nd down. Misses Benjamin on a stop route. So Benjamin, incomplete pass. That one's on Allen. Allen needs to the pass wasn't near Benjamin. I can't say who it was on. It looked like Allen was expecting Benjamin to stop sooner. Benjamin stopped about 2 yards later, and so it fell incomplete. So third and 10 for the Buffalo Bills. They're currently 0 for 3 on the day on 3rd downs longer than 8 yards. So not great possession so far. This might be the first 3-and-out for the Buffalo Bills on the day. So Allen and shotgun again. McCoy is coming into the slot. So we have 3 wide receivers top of the screen, 2 to the bottom. Allen has time to throw. Throws it at the feet of Benjamin again. Man, he's just not... we want to blame Benjamin a lot, but some of these throws are just not where Benjamin can catch them. So it's going to be 4th and 10 for the Buffalo Bills. So the Tennessee Titans do a good job getting off the field pretty much right away. Yeah, Allen needs to get that ball up in the air. He does have Benjamin having a step. He just needs to be able to hit him right in the chest, and so that way Benjamin can either haul it in, or we can blame Benjamin if he doesn't. So we're going to punt again. So pretty much just a tale of punting right now at this point, as long as we don't allow a big punt return. Punts it to the 25-yard line, and our special teams is right there on top of it. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Tennessee at the 25-yard line. The punter, Bujorges, is still holding his shoulder low. So kind of annoyed about that because he's done a decent job punting the ball so far. So we want this season. So we want him to be healthy. But man, that's all on him. He has to know the difference between field goal, fake field goal. You have to know what the difference is. You have to know what you're doing. Maybe even look at the kicker right before the kick and maybe signal to him to make sure you're both on the same page. I don't know, but you need to know. Thank you for joining me on Believers Talk. We're currently at commercial break of the Tennessee Titans Buffalo Bills game. Buffalo Bills are up 7-6 midway through the 3rd quarter. Buffalo just punted to Tennessee, so Tennessee's going to have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So, if you haven't already subscribe to this channel. We will give you post-game. We'll give you pre-game. We will give you live reaction and play-by-play during the game. And not only that, we'll give you any transaction news that happens throughout the week. We will be here live for you for most of those videos. And we will be here live for you for all the games this year, minus the primetime Monday night game against the Patriots and the Jaguar game on week 12, I believe that is. I will be at that game, so I will not be live streaming here. I might do a live stream during the game at some point just to give you guys updates and things of that nature. Last time the Titans played the Bills won 14-13. Well, it's looking like that could possibly be the case this week. I mean, who knows? I mean, the way the scoring is going, this might end 7-6. There's no one scoring. Big play or two here or there might end it. It's sad because the Bills have had a couple big plays, but those turnovers, not able to convert them into points is kind of a big deal. Again, we need to get those 3 points on the board. But we'll see. I mean, from the beginning, I've said this has a different feel from last week. Even at the beginning of this game, it feels like we're more hyped, more ready for the game. So that has me excited and happy. Let me go through some scores while we're at while we're at commercial break. Again, 20-13. Looks like the Giants are still down 7 to the Carolina Panthers. Cincinnati has scored a field goal, so now they're only down 17-3. Cleveland's still up 6-3. Detroit 24-0 over Green Bay. Jacksonville still losing 20-0. Denver has the ball down 21-10. Pittsburgh has the ball in the red zone, still up 13-10. So those are some scores from around the league. Now Tennessee has the ball, 1st and 10. Total yards, Buffalo is 134, Tennessee is 126. So, again, not huge on the offensive side of the ball. Not a surprise. Mariota under center. We got I formation, 2 wide receivers bottom of the screen. Fake handoff, blitz coming. Hits his target over the middle for a huge completion, about 20 yards. It's Davis over the middle, so he gets it close to midfield. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Tennessee Titans from about the 47-yard line. The 48-yard line. So huge first play for the Titans as they will get downfield pretty much in one big play. So it's going to be with 6 minutes to go. It's going to be 1st and 10, Tennessee at the 48-yard line. Handoff is to Dion Lewis. Lewis breaks free a little bit, but is only able to get to midfield. He then fumbles the ball. And Buffalo has it. Another huge turnover for the Buffalo Bills. Poyer with the recovery, and it's going to be 1st and 10 Buffalo inside Tennessee territory. Again, need to score. Yeah, it's the 3rd quarter, 6 minutes to go. The 6-minute mark just passed. Lewis definitely fumbles the ball, and Poyer has the recovery, and it's Bills' ball, 1st and 10. That's the 3rd turnover on the day for the Tennessee Titans, so that's just huge. We need to be able to capitalize on these turnovers. I'm trying to see you guys' hand in there to force that fumble. Looks like it might have been Yarbrough actually that forced the fumble. So Buffalo ball. They keep showing the replay. I don't know why. Hopefully they're not saying that he was down. To me, it doesn't look like he's down at any point. But if they keep showing the replay long enough, maybe we'll see angle where he's down. But the defense is off the field, so no, it looks like Buffalo ball, another big turnover, and in these close defensive games, that's what matters. And I said that at the beginning of the game. You want to make sure our rookie quarterback knows that turnovers are the worst thing that can happen. Taking a sack, throwing the ball away, those type of things are good, but punting sometimes isn't the worst thing in the world. 1st and 10, McCoy runs the ball, gets about 12 yards on the play for a 1st down, now inside the 40-yard line to about the 37. So 1st and 10, Buffalo again. 5:34 to go in the 3rd quarter. Buffalo up 7-6. That field goal again would be huge at this point because, this would be a much bigger drive. It puts up 2 scores instead of 1. But that's okay. You know what? That's good. We can only do what we can with what we got, right? So, new situation. We got to get over at 5:14 to go in the 3rd quarter. Buffalo Bills have the ball. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Up 7-6. Again, another handoff to McCoy. McCoy bounces it outside and gets 9 yards. This is what we need. This is what we need, guys. This is awesome. Lawson ripped it out. Thank you for letting me know. Lawson with the rip out. Poyer with the recovery. Now the Bills have the ball and they're driving. McCoy getting his legs under him. Looking good. Looking good. Running the ball. I hear you want to run some more screens. Last screen they tried to run was very unsuccessful. So I don't know where Dable sits as far as the screen game is concerned, but as soon as you see 1 or 2 of them be unsuccessful, it really prevents you from trying to do it again. But Buffalo has the ball, 2nd and 1, inside the 30-yard line at the 27. We got 1 receiver top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Ivory in the game now. Ivory takes the ball, gets it inside the 25 for a 1st down. So 1st down, Buffalo, inside the 25-yard line. 3 big runs. Again, fumble, Shaq Lawson strips Henry of the ball. 2nd lost fumble for Tennessee in this game. Going into this game, Tennessee had not lost a single fumble this whole season. So 2 of them in this game. That interception. So we're up 3 in the turnover differential. Should probably be winning this game by more, but we are winning. Got the ball. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. We currently have 111 rushing yards on the day. This is the type of day the Bills need to win games. Ivory goes up the middle again to the 21-yard line, picks up about 3.5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 or 7, depending how you look at it, for the Buffalo Bills. 3:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Buffalo up 7-6, driving with the ball, and it's going to be 2nd and 7, again, at about the 20-yard line. So hitting that red zone again, need to be able to score touchdowns when we get in the red zone. I know this Tennessee defense is good, but this is the time of game where you need to score touchdowns instead of trying for field goals. We saw what happened when we tried for a field goal. 2nd and 7, Allen with the fake handoff. rolls out to the right, and then throws it. Looks like it's a completion for about 2 yards to Kroom on the sideline. So it's going to be about third and 5 at the 19-yard line. So about 2-yard completion. No one open downfield. Took the easy 2 yards. Personally, again, I'm okay with that. I mean, to me, there's a big difference between 3rd and 5 and 3rd and 7. I mean, believe it or not, there really is. So 3rd and 5, you might be able to catch them napping on a run play or two, and then you have options like tight end and outs and things like that. So Allen in shotgun, you got 2 wide receivers at the top of the screen, 1 wide receiver at the top of the screen, 3 at the bottom. McCoy going out for a pass as well. Allen looks like he's going to take off with it. Actually gets tackled for a loss. Looks like he took the snap. Didn't see anyone open right away. As he scrambled to his right, it looked like the linebacker coming up actually got off of the guy he was covering, who I think was Charles Clay. But I'll tell you in a second. Okay, no, there was a safety behind who was coming up, so I see that. But if we had a veteran QB, we could make a run for the playoffs. Possibly, but not a veteran like Tyrod. So 40-yard field goal attempt. This time I hope Bjorges knows that's not a fake. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, the Bills are now up 10-6 on the Tennessee Titans. Again, we want to see touchdowns instead of field goals on that drive. But, we're up 3 in the turnover margin, scored 10 points off those turnovers. So we're winning the game. What more can you say? We're winning the game. 10-6, Buffalo, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Thank you for joining me on Believers Talk. My name is Joe. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, subscribe. Because you want to subscribe if you want any Bills news, you want to subscribe to this channel. We will be giving you all Bills news, all transactions, all live coverage of these Bills games, play-by-play, reaction. We'll be giving you post-game the day after. So tomorrow I'll come on here with another live video, probably around 8, 9 o'clock. I'll try to get on before Monday Night Football, but a lot of times that doesn't happen, to give some breakdown of this game, both the positive and the negative. And try to give it a day, because last week during the Green Bay game, if I had done a post-game reaction right after, it would have been all doom and gloom. What I wanted to do then by Monday, I heard all the doom and gloom from all the other channels. I wanted to put a silver lining on it as well. We talked about the penalties last week, not too many penalties. Not too many penalties in this game either. That's one thing the Bills have done really well on. That's one thing we have to congratulate our coach on, stopping those penalties. Penalties can be backbreakers. We saw that with the Deion Lewis 15-yard penalty earlier in this game. But we've stopped the penalties, and that's huge. No turnovers, that's huge. If you do those two things, if you do not turn the ball over and you don't have too many penalties, you'll have a chance in all of these games, guys. Every single game you'll have a chance. So stop those two things. So those were impressive. There were a couple things on Monday that I heard that I was happy about that we wouldn't have heard on Sunday. So, but now here we are doing live coverage right now. We'll do a post-game show tomorrow, hopefully before Monday Night Football, but maybe not. I'll do my best. And then on Thursday, during halftime of the Thursday night game, I go live again to do a pregame of the game coming up that Sunday. So if you were here this past Thursday, you would have got pregame of the Tennessee Titans games, of course. So very happy, up 10-6 right now. Again, much better than last week. Would love to see more points on the board, but we're currently up. You can't be upset with winning, so we are winning. And we're getting ready to kick the ball off. 10-6, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Again, subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because they will let you know when we go live. YouTube will let you know when we go live. And then follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. We try to keep you up to date on social media as well. So follow us there. Again, Buffalo up 10-6. Actually, 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, not 3. So I apologize for that. Read through some comments. McCoy is balling. McCoy's doing a great job showing Dabble that he should have been running with him this whole time. I don't know what I'm right about, but I'm sure I am. So thank you. Thank you, Tinnen, for saying that. Well, don't think it's only a QB. Even with a veteran QB and these receivers, we're still going to have... You know what? We're going to have trouble early no matter who our quarterback is, just getting that continuity. I'm happy we have a young quarterback. He has nothing. He can do nothing but improve at this point. Not seeing any big mistakes as far as throwing the ball across the field or across his body, anything like that. Limit the turnovers. Again, if you limit the turnovers, it's going to help you. That's it's going to help you. If you win the turnover battle 3-0, I feel like if you win by turnover battle by 3, you should always win those games. That's just my feeling. But we're up 10-6, up 3-0 in the turnover department. Tennessee with the ball, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. The kickoff went out of the end zone, so they will start with the ball at 25. Mariota under center, got I formation. Going back to pass deflected in the air, incomplete. Shaq Lawson gets his hand up, gets his hand on it. Big play by Shaq Lawson, especially after he was the one who got the strip sack early in this game. So now they're talking about the Titans' turnovers. You talk about the first fumble created by Edmonds. Milano recovered. Talk about the interception by Teron Johnson. I mean, this defense is playing really well. I mean, you give it to Tennessee Titans defense. Tennessee has stopped us to 10 points. If you come out in a game and say, hey, we're going to stop this team to 10 points, you expect to win the game. But here we are. And we're up 10-6. So Tennessee's defense has done really well. Buffalo's defense has done really well, winning the turnover department, and that's what's going to win you games a lot of times. A quick run by Dion Lewis gets about 6-7 yards on the play before he's tackled. So it's going to bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 3 for the Tennessee Titans. With 1:30 to go in the 3rd quarter, Dion Lewis does a great job breaking out to the outside. Good tackle by Gaines on the play. So, it's good to see Gaines making that kind of tackle. Lewis has 10 rushes for 32 yards. Again, our run defense actually playing pretty well. 7-yard run on that play, but here we are, 3rd and 3. 3rd down conversions for Tennessee on 3rd downs, 3 yards or less. They're 1 for 3 on the day. Let's see if this defense can step up and get another stop. Maybe get some pressure, get a sack. They're unable to. There's a quick pass out before the rush even has a chance to get there to Sharp, Tayon Sharp. Someone will have to tell me how to say his first name, but you'll know who I'm talking about. I think he's their slot receiver. So 1st down after 4 yards. So they're going to have the ball 1st and 10 at about the 36-yard line. Marlowe with a great job coming up, making the tackle, trying to strip him and holding on to the tackle at the same time. So 1st and 10, 40 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Buffalo Bills are up 10-6. Mariota's in shotgun formation, threw wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. Quick pass out, has some good blocking in front, able to get 9-10 yards on 1st down for another 1st down. And that will probably be the last play of the 3rd quarter as there's only 20 seconds left. But what they did was they had number 84 come out, and they had the 2 blockers in front, pass it, gain 10 yards. So that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. The Buffalo Bills up 10-6. Tennessee driving with the ball. Again, we wanted to hopefully have a bigger lead to start the 4th quarter because, I've seen the Tennessee Titans in the 4th quarter make some big comebacks, including last week against the Eagles in overtime even. That game went into overtime. You saw them take the game-winning field goal against Jacksonville late in the 4th quarter of that game. So was hoping we'd be up a little bit more at this point, but our defense has been playing really well. We'll see how we do going forward. In the 3rd quarter, let's go through some scores from around the league. We got Tennessee losing to Buffalo 10-6, of course. Carolina is up 20-16 on the Giants. I'll tell you, looks like the 2 field goals by the Giants. So it's 20-16 now. Carolina over the Giants. Cincinnati is down 17-3 to Miami. Cincinnati has the ball in the red zone with 2nd and 7 as that game is getting ready to head into the 4th quarter. Baltimore is down 9-3 against Cleveland now as Cleveland kicks a field goal. However, Baltimore has the ball in Cleveland's red zone, 3rd and 3, with 2:45 left to go in that 3rd quarter. Detroit is now up 24-8. Green Bay has scored a touchdown, and they got the 2-point conversion. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 3-yard touchdown pass from Aaron Rodgers, and Jamal Williams converts the 2-point conversion. Kansas City is now up 23-0 on Jacksonville. That game's looking like a blowout at this point. And the Jets are up 21-10 on Denver. And then Pittsburgh is now up 20-10 on Atlanta after a Antonio Brown 9-yard touchdown. So those are some scores from around the league. Yeah, there are some plays where you wish you would be playing tighter, especially on that 3rd and 3, playing tighter on their wide receivers. But, I think we're mixing it up a little bit, too. I've seen some plays where we haven't been playing tight on their wide receivers, and then we just don't want to be playing tight on them all the time. Even though I do not fear getting beat deep by a Tennessee Titan wide receiver. That's just me, because you haven't heard much from the Tennessee Titans wide receivers, not only in this game but so far this season. So That's my opinion. But we'll see what happens. So, in the third quarter, Buffalo up 10-6. Still really regretting that field goal mishap at the in the first half. That would have us up 7 points right now. But what can you do? Tennessee has not scored a touchdown all day. As long as we can hold them to that, we come out with the win. At least we hope we come out with the win, right? All right, so in the third quarter, fourth quarter getting ready to start. 10-6 Buffalo. Tennessee has the ball at the 47-yard line, 1st and 10. Mariota in shotgun, hands the ball off to Henry. Henry gets about a yard or two. Or 3, I'm sorry. So he bounced out, got an extra yard. So it's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Tennessee Titans. Yeah, so I mean they're even showing it on the screen right now how much better Marcus Mariota does in the fourth quarter. Almost 11 QBR better, 11 points in his QBR better than the first 3 quarters. So fake handoff to Henry. Edmonds coming in for the sack. I feel like that's intentional grounding. We'll see what happens. Edmonds wrapped around Mariota's leg. Coach McDermott definitely wants intentional grounding. So they're going to talk about it for a second, but Edmonds had Mariota wrapped up, and he threw it towards the Bills' sideline. He was out of pocket, but did that make it back to the line of scrimmage? I'm not sure. So if the ball does not make it past the line of scrimmage, even if it's out of pocket, it would still be intentional grounding. But they're saying it did pass the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Titans. First down completion into Buffalo territory. Gets the ball to about the 38-yard line. So it's going to be 1st down and 10. Pass was to Sharp again. Sharp is really coming alive in the second half a little bit. Just kind of being a little bit of a nuisance for the Bills up in the middle of the field. Gets the ball to about the 37-yard line before he's brought down. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Tennessee. From there, Mariota is under center. We got I formation, 2 wide receivers at the top. They're going to run it to the right with Derrick Henry, who picks up another 2-3 yards. Again, this run defense not doing bad. Stopping the run. So it's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Tennessee Titans. Has Benjamin got anything? Benjamin has 1 catch for, I think, 12 yards or something like that. Direct snap to Henry. And Marlowe comes up, makes the tackle. Marlowe's actually doing a decent job from the safety spot so far today. 12:55 to go in the fourth quarter with the Buffalo Bills still up 10-6. Mariota went into shotgun, and it went directly to Henry, who was able to get 3 or 4 yards on the play. Those are the type of plays I'm not upset with. On plays like that, I think the team who doesn't expects to get more than that. So it's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Tennessee Titans with 12.5 minutes to go in the game. Again, Buffalo up 10-6. Cincinnati just scored a touchdown to now they're down 17-10 to the Dolphins. Buffalo showing blitz. They peel out of it at the last minute. They get pressure on Mariota. Mariota runs with it. Mariota does his own impression of a hurdle on Milano and gets the ball to the 24-yard line. Not as impressive as a hurdle as Josh Allen had over Barr week 2, but he does a decent job hurdling over Milano and picking up enough for a 1st down, getting to the 27-yard line. Milano was on his knees, so excuse me, he needs to stay up to make that tackle. But it's tough because in today's NFL, you don't want to get a penalty either. So what do? You know what I mean? Like, what do you do? You got 1st and 10, 11:42 to go in the fourth quarter. Tennessee has the ball, 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line of Buffalo. Going in, hopefully, again, we can stop to a field goal attempt here. Pressure on Mariota. Oh my gosh. Jerry Hughes has him wrapped up, stops mid-play. Ugh. So Jerry Hughes has him wrapped up and stops mid-play. And a lot of it has to do with all these penalties. That's the annoying part. It looks like maybe Jerry Hughes thought the pass went off, and that's why he held up. But at the same time, he has him, but he can't, like, he has him, and he can't do anything, because if he throws him down to the ground, it's going to be a penalty. So, yeah, right. They're talking about that now. So now it's 2nd and 10. It was an incomplete pass. He threw it in the end zone because Mariota knew, like, he's lucky it wasn't a sack. So, screen pass gets him to the 21-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down. It's so unreal. That's the problem in the NFL today. There's a big difference between 2nd and 10 and 2nd and 15 or whatever it would have been. And we can't get that sack because A, I don't know if Jerry Hughes thought the pass was already released or not. And B, if you hit him too hard, you're going to get a penalty. And so what do you do here? 3rd down conversions on this drive, they're 3 for 3. I cannot point my camera to the game, unfortunately. There are copyright rules on YouTube that will prevent me from doing that. They will shut down my YouTube channel. So we got 3rd and 4 at the 20-yard line, and Mariota calls a timeout for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So first timeout for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Wow, for the Tennessee Titans. So first timeout of the half for the Tennessee Titans. They're down to 2. But yeah, 10:43 left to go in the game. Again, it's just a really bad way for this. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to talk about it here a little bit. So I'm going to listen to this for a second. Yeah. Yeah, he had him. So Jerry Hughes has him bear hugged. And what do you do? I don't know. What do you do? I mean, if they end up scoring a touchdown on this drive, or even a field goal, you have to question how much better it would have been with the sack, but also have to question, like, again, what does Jerry Hughes say at the end of the game? Like, what can I do? I had him bear hugged. I can't throw him to the ground. Because believe it or not, he is a 200-some-pound guy. It's not easy to just throw him to the ground like he's nothing. I don't care if you weigh more than he does. That's still 200 pounds plus of human being. All right, so we got 3rd and 4, Mariota and shotgun. Buffalo sends 5. They don't blitz. Wide open, dropped it. Oh my goodness! Thank goodness he dropped it. That would have been a touchdown. He had it in his hands. Mariota did a great job scrambling to his left. Number 14, Williams for Tennessee, floated it to him. He was wide open. 24. Taron Johnson kind of got stuck in the middle. He wasn't sure if he should come after Mariota or stay with Williams. He chose to go after Mariota, and Mariota floats it up for Williams, and Williams has it and just lets it go straight through his hands. So, wow. Big play there. Go Bills. Daniel, again, sorry that I can't play the game for you, but I want to give you some live reaction. So field goal for Tennessee. Suck up with his 3rd field goal. Nails it through the uprights. So now it's 10-9. 10 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. 10-9 Buffalo. This game is going to come down to the wire. Thank you for joining me on Believers Talk. If you are new to the channel, again, please subscribe. Like this channel. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Hit that notification bell because they will notify you when we go live. We try to go live at least 3 times a week, so you want to be here when we go live. Pre-game, during the game, post-game, we're here. We got you covered. Try to do all the transactions on here as well to let you know what the Bills are doing, when the Bills are doing it. Again, we released Kyrie Lee, tight end, to make room for another corner because, again, guys, our secondary is getting banged up. Every single game, it seems like our secondary gets banged up again and again and again. So far, luckily, no real injuries in this one to speak of. So hopefully it stays that way. Good news for the Bills during this game. Again, the penalties, we're stopping the penalties, guys. After week 3, we were tied for 30th in the league in penalties. Last week, we only had 3 penalties, I believe it was. This week, we're probably close to there too, 3, 4 penalties. I mean, it's really been impressive. We'll talk more about that tomorrow in the post-game wrap-up. But we're really excited that has stopped. Titans are down 10-9. Sam G, thank you for joining me on Believers Talk. If you are a Titans fan, this game's gone back and forth. The Titans have been as good as advertised. The front 7 is really good. I don't think they've sacked Allen today. They got a lot of pressure on him though, man. So our Bills rush attack is back. We've got over 110 yards rushing the ball so far combined. So that's something we've been doing a lot better with. McCoy has almost doubled his rushing attempts compared to the first 3 games to this game. So we're happy to see that, mixing it up a little bit. The first play of the game, we did a flea flicker, tried to catch him off guard. Tennessee did a great job. But yeah, I mean, pregame, I told everyone this was going to be a game between 2 great defenses. Vegas had the over-under at 38.5, and we're not even close to that, and I picked the over. Dumb me. But yeah, they had the game at 38.5 points. Tennessee was at what? I think it's 6-point spread, was it, to start the game? So I'm not sure if they're going to get to that or not, but they still can, of course. What was the spread here? Yeah, 6 points. So Tennessee was a 6-point favorite. I mean, they still haven't even scored a touchdown. Would really love to score on this drive. Even if it is, I mean, I would love to score a touchdown on this drive, obviously. But even if it is a field goal, make them have to score a touchdown. They have not been doing they have not scored a touchdown so far in this game. So score a field goal on this drive, make it harder for them, make them have to drive the distance of the field to score a touchdown. So this is a good game. Again, 10-9, pretty much what we expected, a defensive battle, going a little bit back and forth. 3 turnovers by Tennessee is huge. The Bills have scored 10 points off the 3 turnovers. So, again, we should have 13. Mismanaged field goal attempt at the end of the half where the holder thought it was a fake punt, got up, and by that time, again, was unable to get the field goal off. Actually almost took himself out of the game. He injured his shoulder, and every time he's punted so far since, you see him lowering that shoulder. So hopefully he doesn't get hit again. Hopefully it's not a serious injury, that by next week he'll be doing better. But we'll see. Buffalo, the kickoff went out of bounds, so Buffalo will start with the ball. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Allen under center. McCoy in the backfield. First play is to McCoy. McCoy rushes up the middle for about 3 yards. Makes it 2nd and 7. Gets it to about the 33.5-yard line. So I know they don't count halves towards your yards, but if you do that every play, you get 1st down. So they call it 2nd and 7. It's more like 2nd and 6.5. But yeah, that's fine. 2nd and 7 from the 28-yard line. 10 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. The Bills up 10-9. Again, would love to score here. We know how good Mariota and this Titans team can be in the 4th quarter. Love to make it a little bit harder on them here. I formation, Allen under center, McCoy in the backfield. A handoff again to McCoy. Gets a 3-yard loss. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Bills. Again, a little predictable if you ask me at that point. This game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. There's 10 minutes to go. You're up by a point. So it's not like you have time to relax and calm down here. They're showing a highlight from the Miami game. Cincinnati has tied it, making it 17-17. So, the Miami Dolphins were at one time up 17-0 in that game. That game is now tied at 17. So, big time comeback for the Bengals there. Buffalo, Allen in shotgun, running backs to his left and fullback to his right. Wide receiver to the top of the screen to the bottom. Allen back to throw. Throws it. Has a 1st down. 1st down to the 38-yard line. That's a huge 1st down. Catch by Zay Jones, his 3rd catch of the day. Gets us under 9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. 10-9 Bills. Catches it at about the 38-yard line for a 1st down. So Buffalo stood with the ball. That's a big 1st down. Even just getting that first down. Great throw by Josh Allen. Great comeback route by Zay Jones. Zay Jones with his 3rd reception. That's the most receptions by anyone on the Bills so far. I think he's the only one with multiple receptions. Allen's 8 for 16 for 62 yards. Again, not doing much. And I'm pretty sure that's by design. Wish he would do a little bit more. 8 for 16 for, 82 yards, whatever it is. Isn't that great? But if it comes in a win, we'll take it. 1st down, they run McCoy up the middle for 3 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 7. We get to the 8-minute mark in the 4th quarter. Still up 10-9. Again, we would really like to see a score on this drive, especially a touchdown to make it, an 8-point game. So the play calling is 35 rushes, 18 passes. So fake handoff to McCoy on 2nd down. Blitz coming. Allen gets it off, tipped in the air, intercepted by Tennessee. Andre Holmes had the catch. Defender, corner came, hit him. As he hit him, Andre Holmes basically tips this thing high up in the air. There's only Tennessee players around. So that interception is not on Josh Allen. That was a good throw to Andre Holmes. Andre Holmes needs to catch that ball. Just see for the reaction when the Titans win 16-10. It can happen, especially at this point. Yeah, Holmes needs to catch that ball for his rookie quarterback. Jackson with the interception. First turnover of the day for the Buffalo Bills. The Tennessee Titans get the ball in their own territory, but they're only down 1 point here. So the defense that's been playing great all game needs to step up to hopefully prevail in this game if you're a Bills fan. If you're a Titans fan, obviously this huge momentum swing in your favor. You hope that this leads to points. Buffalo has only scored points off turnovers, guys. So even if they score a field goal here, make this game 12-10 Tennessee, you have to wonder what can Buffalo do to get back into this game. Because all 3 turnovers have been on Tennessee's side of the ball, and we've only gotten 10 points. And again, if we lose this game 12-10, what's that say about that field goal that we missed earlier? Obviously, on 4th down, they go for it instead of, thank you, Brandon Hart. Thank you for the compliment. Let's go Buffalo, obviously. But, man, Tennessee's doing great. I can't knock Tennessee. And again, great job by both teams, not getting too many penalties. First turnover by Buffalo. Again, we're up still +2 in the turnover differential department. Wish we'd have more points off those turnovers. But at this point, all we can hope is that our defense holds up to stop the Tennessee Titans. Time to Titans. Well, and I think there's been a couple games this year already where Tennessee's come back late, or at least taken the lead late in the game to win it. So this is not anything new if you're a Titans fan. You've seen this a lot so far. So again, Tennessee with the big interception starts with the ball 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. Currently at commercial break. I'll try to run through some scores real quick. Carolina up on the New York Giants 20-16 at the end of the 3rd. Miami, Cincinnati tied at 17, 9:08 in the 4th. Baltimore still down by 3 to Cleveland, 12:30 to go in the 4th quarter there. Detroit, Green Bay. Detroit is still up, but it's 24-14. Green Bay trying to climb their way back into that one. Kansas City up 30-7 on Jacksonville. New York Jets are up 24-10 on Denver, and the Jets have the ball in the red zone. Pittsburgh's up 27-17 on Atlanta. Last score by Pittsburgh was James Conner again, and then there was a rushing touchdown by Io Smith for the Falcons. So 12.5 minutes to go in that game. Denver up by 10 there. So back in this game, Buffalo gets their defense on the field as the Titans start with the ball 1st and 10 after that interception. Again, not on. You can't put that one on Josh Allen. You have to put that one on Andre Holmes. He needs to come. It was a comeback route. He needs to be able to grab the ball and just come down with it. So Mariota starts with the ball 1st and 10. He's in shotgun formation. Got Derrick Henry behind him. Got your either fullback or tight end to Mariota's right. They run, or to his left, they run to the right, and it's a 1-yard gain for Derrick Henry. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 from the 48-yard line. So 2nd and 9, they're replaying the interception. Again, it's comeback route, Andre Holmes. The ball was perfectly placed, perfectly timed, and Andre Holmes just needs to come down with it. So 2nd and 9 from the 42-yard line. Derrick Henry with the ball again, able to squirt through a hole, and he's holding on to the ball, of course. So they get the 1st down into Buffalo territory to the 41-yard line. So 1st and 10, Tennessee, 7.5 to go, or 7:15 to go in the 4th quarter. Tennessee has the ball 1st and 10 in Buffalo territory. Again, we can't even give them a field goal on this drive, guys, because if we do, then we're down 12-10. And again, we have not scored except for off turnovers. So 11 rushes for 56 yards for Derrick Henry. 1st and 10, fake handoff to Henry. Mariota's going to take off with it, and he slides down at the 36-yard line. There is a flag down on the play. We'll see. I didn't see a flag in the backfield, so it may be holding on the defense, which will give the Tennessee Titans 5 yards and a 1st and 10 still. So, yeah, holding on the defense. That's on Tre'Davious White. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty and a huge 1st down. That's a huge penalty. I just complimented the Bills on not getting off penalties. That's a huge time for a penalty in this game. So that's definitely a hold on White. They're showing it the replay, and that's definitely a hold. So 10-9 Bills winning. That's the current score. I hope that stays to be a final score. But right now the Tennessee Titans are in field goal range at the 31-yard line. 6.5 minutes to go in the 4th. 1st and 10. Mariota in shotgun. Delayed handoff to Lewis. Lewis gets hit pretty hard, but he falls forward to get about 3 or 4 yards to get to the 27, 28-yard line. 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. This is the 4th Tennessee Titans possession in Buffalo territory. The first 3 ended in field goals. Let's at least hope for the same here, but field goal attempt, and then we have a chance to come back and get a field goal of our own. late in this one. But 6 minutes to go in this fourth quarter with the Tennessee Titans down 10-9. However, they have the ball inside the 30 of the Buffalo Bills. So under center for Marcus Mariota. Handoff again is to Dion Lewis. Dion Lewis gets tackled right away. Dual tackle on the play. So good job. 2-yard loss. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8. This is a huge 3rd down. Last thing we want is Tennessee to keep running out this clock. 5:40 to go and counting down already, so not a lot of time. Bills still have all 3 of their timeouts. However, we'd like to keep them for when we're on offense. So huge 3rd down, 3rd and 8 for the Tennessee Titans. 5:25 to go in the fourth quarter. 10-9 Buffalo. Ball at the 29-yard line. Mariota's in shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. Running back in the backfield with Mariota is Dion Lewis to the right. Buffalo blitzes, brings a blitz, misses the tackle. Jerry Hughes causes another fumble. This time it's recovered by Tennessee for a 3-yard loss, though. Great job. Great job. I don't know what Coach McDermott's upset about, but Coach McDermott is definitely upset about something, yelling at the officials. But Jerry Hughes, so Johnson came in on the blitz. Mariota read it, was running forward, but then Jerry Hughes strips the ball out. So the Tennessee Titans player batted the ball out of bounds. That is illegal. That is illegal batting. Illegal batting of the ball. That's actually a penalty. But great job by Buffalo there. Makes it 4th and 9 and makes this field goal a little bit harder. Suckup has made a 54-yarder. This one's from 50. So it's not as like he's done it before. And at the same side of the field as well. So we'll see if he makes this one. 4th and 9. Just don't get any penalties on this one, Buffalo. That's all I ask. 4:47 to go. Suckup, close, but he makes it. He makes it to make it 12-9. Tennessee over Buffalo with 4:43 to go. Let's see what this rookie's got. Let's see what Josh Allen can do. 4.5 minutes to go. Plenty of time. You have all 3 timeouts. No penalty was called on the play for the illegal batting. Most times there's not, even though that should be a penalty. So 12-10 Tennessee. 4.5 to go. Josh Allen has time. Josh Allen has his timeouts. So we'll see what we can do. Okay? Great job by our defense to get off the field, give our rookie quarterback time. But man, you have to question with this offense, what can we do, right? I mean, we haven't shown much all day from the offensive side of the ball. Neither have the Titans. In a 12-10 game, obviously, neither have the Titans. But we really hope that our offense can do something here. First down is going to be critical. Tighten up. Hey, Sam G, welcome to Believers Talk. Thank you for joining me. If you're new to Believers Talk, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like this video. Share this video with your friends as we are getting down to the wire here in the Bills-Titans game, 12-10. Man, this one's been good all day. If you like a defensive struggle, this one's been good all day. Not a lot of penalties, which I know a lot of people like that. A couple turnovers on the Titans side of the ball. That one big turnover on the Bills side of the ball. Been a great game, guys. Been a great game. Great game. This Tennessee defense is no joke either. So let's see what they could do. One of your field goals were set up on special teams. Maybe we get a good return here on special teams. Set us up nicely, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. 12-10. Like I said, about 4.5 to go. We're at commercial. I'll run through some scores real quick. See how we're doing here. Man, where did my score go? All right, so here we go. All these games are now in the fourth quarter. We got Carolina up 20-16 over the Giants. Cincinnati, Miami still tied at 17. Baltimore still trailing to Cleveland 9-6. Green Bay is now down 24-14. That game's just ending the fourth quarter there. Jacksonville, Kansas City is up 30-7. The Jets have added a field goal to go up 27-10 on the Broncos, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are just added another touchdown to go up 34-17 on the Atlanta Falcons. This one was by Antonio Brown, another touchdown from the 35-yard line of Buffalo. Thank you for joining me. If you're new, again, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. We do have the ball 1st and 10 at 25 as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Titans, hey, Titans, if they win this game, they're 4-1. So currently the Bills are listed as having 59 passing yards, 117 rushing yards. So Allen under center, 1st and 10 at the 25, 4:43 to go. First play from scrimmage was a run to McCoy. McCoy just runs forward for about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 on the play. So it's going to be 2nd down. Again, we got time, guys. We got 4.5 minutes. No need to abandon the rush, but we do also need to move downfield too. We can't just get 1-2 yards here or there. So it's going to be 2nd and 9. Bet the unders. Hey, John, how you doing? Welcome to Believers Talk. Yeah, a lot of times the Bills are hitting the unders here. So, but they're also covering the spread. We want to see them win the game. 12-10. Allen under center. A pitch out to McCoy. McCoy gets to the 31-yard line before he's tackled. So it's going to bring up a short 3rd down. Less than 4 minutes to go. 3rd and 3. But, man, we haven't been good at picking up 3rd downs all day. So, I do question to some degree the play calling, not passing the ball at all. I know we don't have the best wide receivers in the world or tight ends, but at the same time, we have to be able to move downfield here, guys. 3:40 to go. If they're expecting run, they're smelling out run. That's the 23rd rush for McCoy. Again, that's more than double what he had in the first 3 games combined. So 3rd down, Allen in shotgun. You have to question if this is the time to go for it on 4th down if you need to. Pass to McCoy. We won't need to because McCoy breaks a couple tackles, gets to the 40. McCoy still juking, getting to the 45-yard line. Good play. Great play by McCoy, making something happen out of the backfield. Good catch and run after the catch. 3:10 to go in the 4th quarter. 12-10 Tennessee. Buffalo with the ball at their own 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Buffalo Bills. Decent play call. McCoy was behind the sticks when he caught the ball. Put on the brakes, so the defender ran by him. Juked one defender. Juked another. Juked about 3 or 4 Tennessee Titans defenders to get to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. 12-10 Tennessee. Run is to Chris Ivory up the middle for another yard. They're kind of just going downfield slowly, which to some degree is good because you do not want Mariota to have a lot of time if we do go up on this drive, right? But at the same time, we have to get downfield. So when you're losing a game, I always say score when you can. Don't do anything too fancy. Don't try to outthink yourself. Just play the game. If you can score a touchdown with 2 minutes to go, score a touchdown. 2:14 to go. One more play before the 2-minute warning. It's a toss to Ivory. Ivory gets outside, gets inside the 45, gets another 1st down. So it's going to be the 2-minute warning, and the Buffalo Bills have the ball 1st and 10 inside Tennessee territory at the 45-yard line. 12-10. Only 1 pass so far on this series, which was a short pass to McCoy. McCoy was able to make a couple people miss and get the 1st down. So here we go. Buffalo Bills ball. 1st and 10 inside Tennessee territory. Down 12-10. 2 minutes to go. If you are new, please hit that share button because people want to be here to watch the end of this game. This is the only 1-score game, I think, right now. And I think this is the only one with only 2 minutes left. We'll check that as I go through the scores right now for you guys. Give me a second. Yeah, 12-10, 2 minutes to go. Carolina just scored to make that game 27-16. It was a Christian McCaffrey 18-yard TD pass from Cam Newton. That game's 27-16 with 11:20 to go in the 4th. Cincy just took a 20-17 lead with 3:30 to go in the 4th. Tell them to get back to that game. There's more time in that game than this game. Have them come here, watch this game, watch the end, and then come back to it, okay? 9-6, Baltimore still losing to Cleveland. 7:42 to go in that game. Detroit up on Green Bay now 31-14, 12:55 to go in that one. Looks like Detroit just had a touchdown by Kenny Galladay, a 5-yard touchdown pass from Matthew Stafford. You got 30-7 Kansas City over Jacksonville with 10 minutes to go in that game. Denver's in the red zone with 10 minutes to go in that game, down 27-10. Pittsburgh up 34-17 with 8 minutes to go. So this game, the Miami-Cincinnati game, only 2 close games. There's over 3 minutes left in that one. 2 minutes left in this one. Tell your friends to come over here to Believers Talk. Watch the end of this game. If you're new to Believers Talk, thank you for joining me. Hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell, like us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, all that good stuff. Man, we got a good one here, guys. 12-10. If you like defensive battles, like I said, this is the one for you. Bills have won the turnover differential. Should probably have scored more points in those instances. Didn't get a chance to, and we can't look back at that now. All we can do is hope that we have enough right now. to get down that field, okay? This is Josh Allen's first attempt at a fourth quarter comeback drive, so who knows what to expect, right? Right now, he's only passed the ball one time, moved the ball about 25, 27 yards, somewhere around that nature. We start with the ball 1st and 10. It's John and John. John, how you doing? So we move the ball mostly by running it. We did have that one pass to McCoy. It was like a 3-yard pass, but he was able to juke and jive for about 10 yards on the play after the catch. So big play by McCoy. Big drive by McCoy so far, getting most of the yards. Chris Ivory has about 15 on in this drive as well. So Buffalo gets the ball, or starts the first inside the 2 minutes from the 44-yard line. Allen under center. Ivory in the backfield. Don't know why McCoy's not back there. Ivory bounces it out to the 40-yard line. 1:52 to go. You know, we have Stephen Hauschka as our kicker, man. He has a strong leg. So now is it a matter of gets 5 yards on first down? Is it a matter of just running that ball inside the 35-yard line, getting Hauschka set up, kicking the field goal? Tennessee did just call a timeout. 1:45 to go. Tennessee called their second timeout. Now remember, they used a timeout earlier in the fourth quarter, so they only have one timeout left. And so the score 12-10. Trying to get Hauschka into field goal range. Someone tell Bajorges that this won't be a fake. I promise you it will not be a fake. Just grab him by the helmet. It won't be a fake. So we have Tennessee has one timeout left. The Buffalo Bills have all 3 of their timeouts. So if you're wondering, Keith, I see you're wondering that. Buffalo still has all 3 timeouts with 1:45 to go. Tennessee has one left. They just called their second. So it looks like they're going to try to preserve a little time here. Get one more first down. Set up the field goal. We have a chance to kick the game-winning field goal as time expires here. Allen in shotgun. McCoy to his left. 2 wide receivers there. Quick passes to McLeod. McLeod gets the first down. First down. Great play call. They're expecting run. You run that quick screen route to McLeod. He gets the first down. Gets him inside the 30-yard line. Not easy field goal run, but easily in field goal range. I'm sorry, inside the 35-yard line. Easily inside field goal range for Stephen Hauschka. Run the ball. Tennessee just called their last timeout with 1:36 to go. It looks good right now if you're a Bills fan. Ray McLeod, huge catch. Makes Tennessee use their last timeout, and now we have it 1st and 10 inside the 35 with less than 1 and 40 seconds to go. So huge play. The Bills have a chance here. To come away with their second win. Oh, man. Now they're showing the key play. They're showing that botched play. And, there's no reason to show this because if you're the Titans, you more than likely on fourth down don't kick a field goal with 4 minutes to go. Right? Am I right? So it's completely different at this point. So hopefully it's a clean snap, clean kick, because it looks like at this point we can just run, and see if we can get closer. Ivory with a huge run inside the 30, inside the 35. Oh, nice. Oh, close to the 25-yard line. So on first down, huge run by Chris Ivory, about 6-7 yards, gets us inside the 30, close to the 25-yard line. It's going to be second down. Man, this is coming down to a last-second field goal by the Bills to win the game. 12-10 Tennessee. Minute 10 to go in the game. 12-10. Buffalo has the ball 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line. At Tennessee's 26-yard line. So, John Patrick, you're from Ireland. Awesome. Daniel from San Diego. Thank you for joining me, guys. Listen, I know I don't know what time it is there, and I know in San Diego it's early, so thank you for joining me. 1st and 10, 2nd and 3, McCoy in the game. Tries to cut back, doesn't get anything, stays at the 26-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd down. 44 seconds to go, 43, 42. That clock's running out. Do we even want to try to run another play other than the field goal? That's the question at this point. At this point, all Tennessee can do is watch. The offense, at least. You see Mario down the sideline. You got 28, 27, 26. I don't know why you wouldn't run another offensive play and call timeout now, run an offensive play, okay, we're just gonna run the offensive play without timeout. That's fine too. All right, Allen, what he does is we take the snap and we get it to the left hash, which is where Hauschka likes it, and then he just slides down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, timeout. Timeout, Buffalo, 4th and 4. chance to win the game or chance to be really disappointed. Man, if you're a Titans fan, you want to watch this reaction as they miss it. Is what you want as Hauschka misses it. But not as big of a kick as Scott Norwide in the Super Bowl against the Giants. So I'll be crushed if he misses it, but not nearly as much as that kick there. Of course, I was a lot younger back then, so I wasn't as passionate. So Buffalo has the ball, 4th and 4 from the 27.5-yard line. From where they're kicking it from, it's going to be a 41-yard field goal. Stephen Hauschka has 5 game-winning field goals with less than 2 minutes left. We know Tennessee cannot call a timeout because they have no timeouts left. So here we go, a 46-yard attempt to win the game. 12-10, everything on the line for this game right here. 46 yards, snaps good, holds good, kick is up. Kick is good! The Buffalo Bills beat the Tennessee Titans. There is no time on the clock. 13-12 to go to 2-3 on the season. This drops Tennessee to 3-2. I picked Buffalo with the win. Got you there. Missed the over-under. But hey, Bills win. Bills win. Bills make you want to shout, sing the song tomorrow, wear your gear, hold your head up high. We will be on here post-game tomorrow, or before Monday Night Football tomorrow. I'm losing my words, guys. Very good game by both teams. Unfortunately, one team has to lose. But wow, what a game. As the Bills pull this one out 13-12. Told you to wear that shirt. Told you to wear that shirt. Another thriller for Tennessee. Unfortunately, they come out on the losing end in this one. Big win for Buffalo. Again, makes them 2-3 on the season. As the Bills win 13-12. We'll go over some statistics from this game. Huge last drive. Allen only had to throw one time, or actually threw twice on the final drive. 2 completions, huge completions, both for first downs. And yeah, the Bills are 2-3, guys. So good win. Thank you for joining me. If you're a Bills fan, if you're a Titans fan, either way, thank you for joining me on Believers Talk. Again, my name is Joe. If you're a Bills fan, hit that subscribe button. And we will be here live for all these games. If they're exciting, if they're blowouts, you want someone to talk to. But yeah, man, just hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We will be here live for all these games. And hopefully they're all as exciting as that one was, because that was an exciting finish to that game. Stephen Hauschka with his 6th career game-winning field goal. So, again, we're happy to have Hauschka, right? Hausch money. Very happy to have that one. Great game. Buffalo Bills win. We'll go through some stats, and I'll sign off here. And we'll see you we'll see you tomorrow if you join me for the post-game coverage on that one. So, again, the Bills win. Big win for the Buffalo Bills. And we'll go through some stats. Final score of this game, 13-10 Buffalo. Or 13-12 Buffalo, I apologize. 13-12 Buffalo. Tennessee did not score a single touchdown in this game. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. Like I said, we'll go through some stats here real quick, and then you guys can watch whatever 4 o'clock games. Watch the end of some of these 1 o'clock games are winding down. The Bills game was the first one to end. So start with the Tennessee Titans. Marcus Mariota went 14 for 26, 127 yards, and that 1 interception. He was sacked twice. And he had 2 rushes for 10 yards. Derrick Henry was their leading rusher. He had 11 rushes for 56 yards. Deion Lewis had 12 rushes for 34 yards. So another game where we stopped them to less than 100 yards rushing. So that's impressive on that end as well. Again, Mariota had 2 for 10. So I think they had what? So that actually makes it exactly 100 yards, doesn't it? So almost. For the Titans, the receivers, they had Corey Davis had 4 receptions for 47 yards. Sharp had 3 for 30. Taylor 3 for 30. Deion Lewis 3 for 14. And then Jennings had 1 for 6. Big drop by Jennings in the end zone. Had a touchdown possibly, but he dropped it as he was wide open. And then he dropped it, made them have to settle for a field goal to make the game 12-10 instead of going up there and making it a little bit more difficult on the Buffalo Bills to need to score a touchdown and not a field goal there. So kicking, Suckup went 4 for 4 on his field goals. So if you had Suckup in fantasy, you did well there. As far as defending, their leading tackler was Jaylen Brown. He also had a sack in the game. He had 8 tackles and a sack. The interception was by Adoree Jackson. So that was a huge interception, huge time of the game. The one turnover that the Bills had, again, you can't blame that one on Allen. You have to blame that one on Andre Holmes. Has to come down with the ball. But moving on to the Bills side of the ball, we have Josh Allen went 10 for 19 for 82 yards. Again, didn't throw the ball much. And when he did, it wasn't like he didn't throw much downfield. We had the one long flea flicker play in the first play of the game that we tried to pull off that did not work. Other than that, they were mostly screen passes, short throws, 10 for 19, 82 yards, that one interception we already talked about. McCoy had 23 rushes for 84 yards. Chris Ivory had 14 for 43. Allen had 4 rushes for 19 yards, and the lone touchdown of this game, McLeod had 2 rushes for -2 yards. So you total that up, that's 43 rush attempts, guys. That's where we need to be. I said between that 40 and 50 rush range, that's where we need to be as far as rushes go. LeSean McCoy was our leading receiver, had 2 catches for 23 yards. That huge catch on 3rd down right before the 2-minute warning in the 4th quarter there. Zay Jones had 3 catches for 20 yards. Clay had 1 catch for 12 yards. Benjamin 1 for 11. Kroom 2 for 9. McLeod 1 for 7. McLeod, that huge 2nd down catch to be able to help us milk that clock down to the last seconds to kick that field goal. So Hauschka went 2 for 2 with his long being 46 yards, and he was 1 for 1 on the extra points with that game-winning kick. Again, his 6th of his career. Jorges had 4 punts. Only 1 was inside the 20. They had a chance to get another one inside the 20. It just bounced into the end zone. Milano was our leading tackler with 7 tackles, had a 4 fumble recovery. Jerry Hughes had a sack, and Trent Murphy had a sack. So those were the 2 sacks of the game. We had Poyer with a forced... Edmonds and Lawson had forced fumbles. Milano and Poyer recovered those fumbles. And then we had Teron Johnson stepping up big again, getting that interception. So big game for the Bills. Big win, 13-12. Again, join me tomorrow as we break down this game even more, break down the goods, the bads, and possibly the uglies, if you're a Clean Sport fan, for this game. Again, it's not all good, but let's enjoy this win right now. Let's enjoy it. 13-12, Buffalo wins, moving them to 2-3. Titans fall to 3-2. And we're on to next week where we face the Houston Texans in Houston, and we have a possibility to go to 500. Thank you for joining me on Believers Talk again. My name is Joe. We will be here live for you for the games, post-games, pre-games, any news breaking of the Buffalo Bills. So you want to be sure, if you're a Bills fan, subscribe to this channel, like or dislike this video. I'm not even too concerned about that right now. Just like if you don't like it, but I would like for you to like this video, and then leave a comment. We were talking all day. For everyone who said they were out, take care. Thank you for joining me. Join me next week again. But thank you for joining me in this week. Go Bills, and thank you again for joining me. We'll see you tomorrow for more post-game coverage. But till then, go Bills.